Hello everyone, welcome back. Who's ready to build? I'm very excited. Anyway, hi. Oh, is that loud? How much Sims 2 soundtrack am I willing to tolerate today? I don't know. I need to keep it like reasonable in my ears. Anyway, we're gonna build the new apartment for the Not So Berry challenge today, which should be kind of fun. I don't really know, I don't know. It's gonna be orange, so we'll see. We will do our absolute best to make this orange apartment good. You know, we're gonna embrace it. We're gonna go all out. It's gonna be great. Took a nap just for this. Oh, you're ready. You're prepared. Not So Berry babies. Yeah, so we're gonna have, that's the other thing. We're building this right now, obviously pre-infant update, so we're gonna have to like renovate it on Tuesday when the update comes out. But I think that's okay. I just wanna have it like ready so that we can move in and then have the babies as soon as the update is out. So I'll probably decorate it as if we have toddlers, and then we can replace the toddler beds with cribs or whatever when we have them, you know? It's kind of what I'm thinking at least, because we're all just waiting for the update, aren't we? We're just desperate. The update's on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, we'll have cribs. But until then, we have to make do with what we have. So it's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, they'll have kids in the apartment. We have to live in this Needs TLC apartment for the entirety of my Sims young adult life. So we're going to live in this apartment for a while. So we're going to have to make the most out of it, basically. Hey, Dior and Rose and Pebble and Castaway, Kitty, Cinderella, Jazzy, Godly and Trademark Claim underscore James C, Tay and Alex and Peter, thank you for the subs. Underwater Chicken with the 10 gifted subs. Also Haley and Beck and Mello and Ariel and Dorothy and Belle, Shannon, Bubonic for the hope of it all. Lucy, thank you all for the subs, everybody. Anna too, Abby, Mama, Morgan, Fluffy, thank you all so much. And happy birthday, Dior Gloss. Oh my goodness. Okay. Anyway, let me get my game ready. We are, oh, you can't see. Okay, there we go. Last time we played, we were at the bar with Blaze trying to fight people. So I'm gonna return home and see what the money vibes are quickly, just so we know. The thing about this is, right, we're moving here temporarily. So the idea is that we're gonna like move to the apartment, leave the family in the big house and like leave our graves in the big house because I won't have space for them in the apartment. And then we'll come back here and get all of our stuff again and then build like a big orange house after we're done living in the apartment. So I'm not really worried about the budget that much because this house is worth like 100,000 something simoleons. I don't think that we're gonna build a 2-bedroom apartment that costs 100,000 simoleons. You know, like I'm not really that worried because we don't have to worry about paying for like any sort of exterior, you know. This is 150,000. Well, there's literally no way we're gonna go over budget in an apartment. Like it's impossible. What can we possibly buy that's gonna cost 150,000 simoleons, you know? So I feel like we'll probably be fine budget wise, which is good. Anyway. That 3-story penthouse. Yeah, I guess that's true. The thing is we have to live in sort of a specific apartment. So the rules for a Not So Berry are that you have to live in a Needs TLC apartment, which is one of the ones that has like that locked trait that you can't remove. And that trait means that like there's pipes that are exposed and they leak a lot. There's like gas leaks. There's rats. Like there's just a bunch of not so great things that happen in the apartments. There's a few of them. There's this one that we're gonna live in. This one is also Needs TLC. You can see it has that lock trait that we can't get rid of. And this one that has the body on the floor, the body outline underneath the rug. Yeah, I think that we'll live in this one though because it's the biggest and it has a balcony. So I think that's the vibes. I feel like this is kind of the only option. So I did not stream yesterday. No, I wasn't live yesterday. I was busy. And because I saw someone ask, Kayla, when are you posting early access content on the new pack? Monday. Do you understand what I'm saying? Anyway, so I was busy. I was busy yesterday. I was busy today. Gonna be busy tomorrow too. It's been a busy weekend, if you know what I mean. So, anyway, I think we're gonna build here. I'm trying to decide if I want to do it in this save or if I should build it in a different save and then like get it off the gallery like we normally do. Maybe I'll build it elsewhere. I think I will. Chicken, Sharpie, Adam and Speedy and Kat and Onyx, Dice and Kai and Ten and Bane and Underwater Chicken and Rosie and Redeemer and Majestic and Lunar with the subs and bits. Underwater Chicken with the 5,000 bits. My God, thank you so much. And Maria and Granny and Winter and Mustache and Anna and Abby, thank you all so much. I'm sorry if I missed anything. I don't think that I did. If I did, I'm so sorry, but thank you all so much. Okay, let's go into... I'll build it here in this save, I think. I want to play in here, I think. All right, and then we'll go into the apartment. Sand my shoe now. Does someone live here? No, I'll get someone to live here. Maybe I'll get Nancy as my playtest sim. I feel like that would be nice, right? Yeah, I think so. If you're gonna playtest with anybody, it should be Nancy Landgrab. Okay, free real estate on. You cannot afford this lot. Okay, free real estate on. Let's try again. Yeah, Nancy just feels right. There we go. Okay. Didn't think I was gonna stream. Oh, today? I was always gonna stream today. If you're ever curious, I post the stream schedule in the Discord. There's like a whole stream schedule channel at the top of the server. It says what time I'll be live, and it says it in your time zone, so it's easy to follow. And it also says what we're going to be doing. So it'll be like, oh, I'm playing Sims this day, and we'll build. But I'm playing Stardew Valley that day, you know? So it has some good info if you're ever curious about the stream schedule and stuff. The rats can just be your little friends? Oh, okay. Here's just my roommate. This is a 3-bedroom apartment. Bedroom 1, bedroom 2, bedroom 3. We also actually bedroom 4. Okay. All right, how much is this apartment worth? Let's see what the vibes are pricing wise. So hold on. If I were to upload this as rooms, 21,000. Yeah, so I feel like with this one, I'll probably give us like, we could probably make do with like 20,000 simoleons for this, I think. But again, I'm not super worried about budget because like we have 150,000 and there's just no way that we're gonna get there. So, anyway, Molly, Emma, Giraffe, and Raven, and Coco, and Christina, and Redeemer, and Mar, thank you all for the subs too. Let's date Nancy. Okay, well, Nancy's dead in my other save file that we're playing in. Long dead. The sim that we're building this for is the 16th generation of the Not So Berry save, the Gen 6 of Not So Berry. We played 10 generations first. Nancy's been dead for like 16 generations. So yeah, she's long gone. Nancy is long gone. We can't date her. She's not even like, her ghost isn't even there anymore. She's gone. Gone. Hey, Hearts and Cheerful and Adam and Molly, thank you for the subs too. Okay. Let me get, I think I'll probably record this, honestly. Not to post on YouTube anytime soon. We got other stuff to post, but, you know, maybe in like 2 months when I've stopped wanting to build with a new pack, we can post this video on YouTube. So we'll save it just in case. Yeah. Anyway, I think we're set up to build then. Are we ready to start? I don't know. So the other thing I guess we should clarify is that this apartment is going to be very orange. Okay? Very orange. This is for the Not So Berry challenge. So each generation of that challenge is a different color theme, and this is the orange generation. The orange gen sim is a criminal, and they love baking. And we have to live in this apartment for our entire young adult life. So, and we're gonna have twins. That's the other thing. We're gonna have twins. So we're kind of decorating an orange apartment for like 4 sims, one who loves baking and crime. But yeah, I just need you all to know that, it's gonna be very orange. Do you ever stream early access? Okay, that's a good question, Jenny. Just to clarify for those of you that maybe haven't been around in my channel for when like this kind of thing goes on with an expansion pack. So there's two kinds of early access that happen just in general with The Sims. So the normal early access is when we get a pack after an update comes out. That's like the only time that you can't get early access. So like when a game pack comes out, say the update's on Tuesday and Werewolves comes out on Thursday, we'll get early access to Werewolves on Tuesday after the update, because otherwise it won't work until you have the update, right? So usually it's like 2 days. Maybe you can play it the day before, maybe you can play a day of. It just depends on when they're saying the embargo is going to lift. Then with expansion packs, sometimes they'll do these like special early access things with like a special version of the game. This is kind of as a replacement of how they used to fly people out to their studios in California to play the packs early. They just can't do that anymore because of COVID. So it's like a temporary, limited time early access. They give me like a second version of The Sims 4 in my Origin library or EA app library, and it has just the base game with the update and the pack. And then I can play that for like a couple days, and then I lose it because it's like a temporary early access to mimic that Sims event they used to do. And that version has a watermark on it. It has like my name floating across the screen, and I only have a couple days with it, and then it goes away. You can never stream from that version of the game. The like name floating where like the lilsimsie is going back and forth. I can't stream from that. What I can do is record footage for stream with that. And then when I'm allowed to share the footage on Monday, so what we're gonna do in a couple days on Monday, I won't have early access anymore at that point. But I'll be allowed to share footage. So I'm gonna record like a cast overview. I'll get footage of every cast item. I'll get footage of every build item. I'll do like a little world tour vibe. And then I'm gonna be able to show you all of that on stream, but I can't physically play that early access version. Why can't you stream? You just can't, you aren't allowed to stream from that version. The embargo lifts on Monday, we lose access on Monday, so you aren't, you just can't. it's against the rules. They don't want you to, when it's like I don't know, that's just how it goes. But they like lift the embargo after you lose access, so you wouldn't be able to anyway. Basically they give it to you and say, hey, you can play this for however many days, but you can't share it until this time, you know? So that's how it works. But I can't stream it. Nobody can stream from that version of early access. So what will happen if you do? I mean, they wouldn't be happy, would they? When you're given an opportunity like that, you agree to the rules, don't you? I wouldn't be like, no, I'm just gonna stream it, because then what would happen? They would never give it to me again. So I'll have footage that I can show you on Monday. And that's how that works. So we'll do that on Monday. And then obviously when the pack actually comes out, we'll be able to stream it and stuff. Anyway, we don't have that right now. Like we can't do the pack right now. I can't talk about the pack right now. We can talk about Orange Apartments though, which is fun. So this Monday or the next? No, this Monday, like in a couple days. The pack comes out on Thursday, next Thursday. So we'll have a couple days to be able to talk about it early, basically. Anyway, I think with all of that clarified, we should be able to get started. Also, annoyingly, ads are about to play, but that's totally fine. You won't miss anything. I'm just going to delete the stuff in the apartment, I think. Everything must be orange, though. Yeah, well, it doesn't have to be. If you're doing the challenge, you don't have to, but with the, other disclaimer. With these apartments, I love to go all out with orange, okay? It's so silly to me for Not So Berry to like really embrace the color theme. That doesn't mean that I can't have a white coffee table, okay? So we're not gonna be like, oh my God, that's not the point, okay? It's mostly orange, but you know, there can be plants and there can be a white bookcase or whatever. There can be wood in the apartment, you know? We just, obviously we're trying to go for an orange theme. And it doesn't have, if you're gonna build one, you don't have to do all one color. I just think it's silly, because like when else can you do something like this, you know? I just think it's fun because it's kind of silly. So orange theme, not orange everything. We'll see how it goes. And I'm gonna delete all this stuff. I'm gonna delete it one by one because I think in the speed build it looks cool. No, I'll just go away. I left stuff on purpose for that reason though. Instead of bulldozing it, I was gonna delete it individually. Okay, so this apartment's kind of weird too because there's some things that we can't remove. Obviously we can't change these windows on this wall. But also in the apartment, there's like some grates on the floor and like pipes and stuff that I can't get rid of. So we have to work around these things as well, which should be interesting. Oh, that too. Also, this is kind of weird as well because I'm allowed to do that. I can delete things there. And you can change this wall because that's your balcony. So I might change the windows there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Addie and Kay and Keeson and Nori and Mercy and V Sheep and Floofy and Zoris, Ainsley, Aaron, Nix and Ash and Sazzle and Emmy and Christina. Thank you for the subs. Okay. How much are we gonna do with this, you know? Like, what's the... Where do we draw the line, you know? Because we got options. The light one is nicer, but would it be kind of fun to like really go all out? I don't know. Because when else am I gonna use that? I hate that floor. I'll probably never use that floor again. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Okay. I'm probably gonna keep, actually, they originally had a bathroom right here. I'm probably gonna keep that. I might make it nice and big too. And then, should we do like, I'm trying to decide how big we should make these rooms and like what we want the rooms to look like. Maybe we can make this one into an office or something. And then we can have the twins share this bedroom. And then we can have like kitchen, living, dining. It's not gonna be huge, obviously. But this could work. Twins? Yeah, we're gonna have to have twins. That's one of the rules for the Not So Berry Challenge for this generation is you have to have twins. We don't have any kids yet. We're just preparing for the future. It's quite a big apartment, isn't it? It actually is a really big apartment. That's one of the nicest parts about it, is that there's a lot of space. Okay. We do have a lot of orange tile as well. Oh my god. This is gonna be a lot. Okay. Just go for it, everyone. This is great. This one has the balcony, yeah. The next generation after orange is pink, which I'm really looking forward to. Actually, saying that, because the next generation after orange is pink, we can, the kids' room is decorated pink. Cause like well, not you, I decorate the kids' rooms for like the next generation. So the kids' room is gonna be like a pink baby room, which is very fun. I'm really looking forward to that. I kind of want to do a fun door as well. This one's nice because it has some orange on the outside, but it's kind of pink on the inside. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we can do those like that. Oh, we'll see. Maybe I'll have like the TV here on that wall and then couch here. I don't know. Okay. Purple person and Dottie and Kira and Baby and Lottie and Madsy and Span. Thank you for the subs. All right. Let's just keep thinking about layout stuff. Okay. Not obsessed with the counter options. A little bit disappointed. In fact, a little bit disappointed just in general by the tile situation. We could maybe make this work behind the kitchen cabinets and like try and really play into the orange. Ghost wall? Oh, I've been using the ghost wall in like all of my builds. Maybe the dream home decorator, I mean like, I guess one nice thing about the dream home decorator cabinetry is that it has like kind of an orangey toned wood. So That makes it kind of nice to use. But I don't know if I like that countertop or not. Parenthood. Oh! Yikes. Parenthood counters. Things don't have to be perfectly orange. It always includes accent colors. Yeah, well, Karma, there's like... I don't want to include that many accent colors. I mean, like, yeah, I'll let myself have some accent colors, but this wall has a little bit too much blue for my liking. But that's okay. We'll make it work. I might like this Parenthood cabinet, to be honest. Please, the floor. What, do you not like it? I think it's kind of iconic. I'm telling you guys, you're not gonna like everything that we do in this, okay? I've been trying to warn you. This is a weird kind of build, okay? If you think the floor is bad, wait until I use wait until I use this. Okay? You need to like embrace how it's kind of silly. And we're gonna try to use things that we never use, cause like when else will you get a chance to, you know? I actually despise this kind of colored wood, but I never use it. And now I'm making an all orange house build. So if I'm gonna use it, like now's kind of my chance, right? So that's kind of why I wanna do it. Cause when else would I? Does that make sense? So you need to embrace the silliness of it all, okay? Really, really work on embracing just how silly it is. And then we'll all have more fun. Do you know what? This might be an idea. Cause like, maybe we do a different cabinet and we use the orange, because there's an orange stove that matches that, right? And we probably could go back to the Dream Home Decorator one then. Because I think that's kind of nice. And then we could put, I don't know, I guess there's some interesting cabinetry that comes with this. So we have like some custom shelving type of stuff. Maybe I can do some like open shelves on this wall. Maybe I'll put this here. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna need a lot of like, and I mean a lot of like space for all of my clutter items. So it might be kind of nice to do something like this, where we're like really... Is this Sims 2 build music? Yeah, I always play the Sims 2 soundtrack in the background of my streams. I play it on Spotify in the background. Every single stream. I feel like that could be kind of cool. It's nice to have kind of a nice kitchen as well, because this generation is supposed to be like a baker, so they'll probably get really good use out of all this nice kitchen stuff. Ooh. Lighting. Okay. Look how annoying that is. Well, that has good vibes. That's all that matters. Will the apartment fit the Cupcake Factory? Do you know, I've been thinking about that too. I've been a little bit worried about that. Cause like Listen, this item's a little bit large, and the apartment is a little bit small. In the office, we might be able to put it in there. That's kind of why I made the office in the first place, but we'll have to see. We will have to see. I'm not sure. Okay, so I know that I'm not gonna bother with trying to copy the windows that they have like in the other apartments downstairs exactly. I guess I could, but I don't want to like allow myself to worry about that too much. I feel like we should just do this with whatever windows we want. Although, because I kind of want this to be centered in the room, you know? Maybe I'll scoot them like that. And I'll get us a nice door that has like, you know, we can have a nicer one. For our own sake. We should be allowed a nicer one. Ew. Really? Oh. Okay, I'm doing this all white. I don't care what it... Oh, no, I do care. Ah! You can replace windows? You can't replace these windows because these ones are technically, like, in my area. I could even, like, steal this and make my apartment bigger and stuff if I wanted to. I don't really want to. But if I wanted to, I could. Door could go out of the office. I mean, it could. Cupcake machine on the balcony. It could also go there, but I don't know yet. We don't really even need an office, so. For like other office-y things. So might as well give myself. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet. All I know is that I don't like it. Okay. Wow, this apartment's gonna be so much. I'm getting a little bit nervous just thinking about it. Should I have an island? Maybe. Unless I want to get a nice big table. Let me think about the rug situation in the living room first. Okay. This one feels like kind of a classic sort of choice, but maybe a little boring. This one feels like a sunset. This one could be nice in the office. I was a little bit intrigued by... I don't see which one I was talking about. Oh, wow. I don't know if I can bring myself to use that. We'll have to see. Oh my goodness. Do you know what? Maybe we could use this one because it has the white, and then I could see if I could get like a nice orange sofa. Oh, that one has orange and white. That's interesting. That one has like orange and blue. Do you know what? Do you think that we could use this? And do it like that? I feel like I kind of like those. You want the orange and blue one? Why? Are you saying that because you have some misguided idea about how we need accent colors? Because this is Not So Berry. We don't need accent colors in Not So Berry. We do not need accent colors in this household. Okay. I don't want the blue backsplash. That happened to me against my will. Okay. I feel like curtains will be so nice in here. But I'm struggling with them being so high above this, I think. Maybe, oh, we can use this somewhere. That's gonna be so good. Oh, this is gonna take me so long to build. I can just feel it already. Oh, I'm gonna put these everywhere. Should I do this now? Maybe I will. Oh, that's too high up. If not now, when? Yeah, I guess, you know, when we get to the outside, but we can do it now. Can you go up 1, 2, 3? Ah! Oh, this is gonna take me forever. 2 more. Okay, that's a good spot. Oh no. Annoyingly, these... I guess I could like... Maybe I'll do them sized up 3 times. Okay, just give me time. This is why this apartment's gonna take me a long time, as we discussed. So I think I can just have it go into the wall though. Like into the wall next door. And I think that would be fine. Because you can't see it. So we can just let it do that. Have I saved? No. We haven't made that much progress at least. So that helps. Uh-oh. Save faster, okay. Okay. I'm gonna get this raised up to the exact same height. And then put it there. Oh, I really like that. I think that's so nice. Where will I put the graves? Oh, I'm gonna leave the graves at the old house until we move back in there. Kind of the idea that I have, because we need to move into this apartment. It's like one of the rules of this generation. So it's not really our choice. We have to move here. We need to live here for the entire young adult life of my sim. And so I'm kind of thinking that I'll live here for my whole young adult life, then move back to the old house, get my stuff back again, and then go build like a new big orange house so that we can bring the graves with us there. We won't have space for all of our graves on this lot, so that's okay though. We've prepared ourselves for that. We've spent a lot of time thinking about it. I don't know what door to use. I don't like how they don't match, but whatever. Will I leave story progression on again? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I think it'd be kind of funny, but I'm still not sure yet. So we'll have to see. I'm not 100% certain what I want. Let me see about like an orange toned brick. Interesting how you class that as orange, but okay. Oh, we could totally, you know what? This is like a really different vibe from the floor tile, but wouldn't that be interesting if we use that as like an accent wall or as like a tile in the bathroom? Do you think that could be used as a backsplash, or is it too much? I kind of like, I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna leave those in there so I can think about it. So this brick to me is exceptionally ugly, but it's kind of orange. So it must be done. It must be done. Kits. Let's see. I want the little like, I always get lost when this is what I'm looking for. I was gonna say I always get lost when I'm trying to find this item. Do you know what? I might use like a different curtain. Is there one from... No, maybe I will use that. Do you know what really bothers me about this? I think that like, obviously in real life, I'm aware that you're supposed to hang up like curtain rods higher than the curtains are. But in The Sims, I really dislike the like open space that is there. Like, something about, like, the space in between really bothers me. Like, this part I don't like. I want it to be, like, lined up with the window, you know? I think the brick and the floor clash. Maybe everything is going to clash in this apartment, Violet. This is going to be an all orange apartment. So, I warn you now. It's going to be a lot. Everything's going to clash. Okay. I don't know. Well, I know, that's the thing, Bull. So obviously in real life, you're meant to hang up curtains like higher than the windows. But what I'm saying is in The Sims, I don't like it. With these, at least. I feel like it looks weird. But these windows are so tall that we're gonna struggle to find anything that works with it. Maybe I could try the cats and dogs ones. Oh, deleted the whole wall. Okay. I guess these will come in like a creamy color, which will be fine. It's not as wide though. But this bothers me less in The Sims. It's specifically this kind of curtain, like when it's hung high up and then there's like a shelf. It's the shelf type of curtain rod. If it were like a normal curtain rod, I think it wouldn't bother me. But because it's like a shelf, I don't know. Never heard of that curtain rule. Yeah, people tell you when you're hanging up curtains to hang them like way higher than the window and like wider than the window. Like you don't want to like squish the window. Like you, I guess to give an example, you probably wouldn't want to hang curtains like this. You'd want to get the curtains hung out to like here and have like wide panels because it makes the window look bigger and it makes your ceilings look taller when you hang the curtain rod up higher. If you Google it, Google like how to hang curtains, there's tips on it. I don't know. That's just how people say. That's what the smart people say to do, so. Blocks more sunlight like that. If it's like what hung in, well, you would just have like wide curtain panels that'll hang out far so you can have like the curtains completely open. Gonna disagree with the smart people, not gonna lie. Look up pictures, Ryan. In real life, look up some pictures of how to hang curtains and you might change your mind. It looks nice when they hang them. Like, it just makes it look like the window is bigger when you hang it like that. Okay. Let me pick a chair. I don't really like the couch that I have right now, so I'll need to think about it. The problem that I'm having right now is that, honestly, just in general, I don't like orange. So, I feel as though this is going to be a really long day for me. I'm gonna have a hard time with this one, I think. Wish us luck. I do like the idea of getting a nice big bookshelf. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, when we do the pink one, see, next generation is pink. Just hold out for that. Life's gonna be good. Looks more cozy if it's fitted to the window. Maybe. I think I agree with the curtains being hung like wider than the window though, because then it makes the window look bigger. But I don't know. We don't need to argue about it. It's just that's what people say to do. So, okay. I feel like having more fabric makes the room cozier in general, you know. And then when the curtains are open, it's not blocking the window at all. But maybe we could use like a glass table. Maybe that would help with the... I might do a glass table instead of an island, actually. I don't like the glass table. I can't tell. I think I want to put it up against the wall over here too, so that there's like a lot of space. If we did this, I could still have an island. Which might be nice. That fits, right? This is gonna be such a difficult apartment for me to do. Oh no. It's like all of these shades of orange. I just hate orange. I really, really don't like it. Should move the door. What, this door? Can't. It's an apartment. Okay. We have a lot of interesting artwork that could be good for us in here. Can we scoot the bedroom door to the other side? What, to over here? I'm not sure how this living room's gonna be laid out yet, so no, not yet. For now, it's gonna stay there. You think making the inside doors brown would look nicer? Yeah, but there's gonna be a lot of white accents in here. You need to just ignore this. When you build a lot of apartments in The Sims, you come to realize that sometimes you have to just ignore what they're forcing you to have. The front door is ugly, I agree, but that's not something that we can change. So let's just make things that we like look better. Like, I really love this door being special like this. I think that's so cool. I'd rather have that than like an ugly brown door, you know? Like, to me, that's more worthwhile, so I'd rather keep that. I'm trying to think. I can't believe I'm gonna put myself through this again, but I think that I might, last time I spent like 5 years trying to find a frame that I thought I could sneakily place this picture in. And I think I might honestly do it again. Oh, that's kind of cool looking. Maybe I can use that somewhere. This also has like cute cupcakes, but they're not the right color. Here we go again. Yeah. Yeah. I think it might have been this one that I don't remember. I clearly wasn't that one that I used, actually. I just want to have a frame. I guess I don't need to have a frame. Maybe I could try and do something like this. I don't know. Maeve, I've done that a lot, like where you put a fake entryway and then get yourself a new front door. I do that a lot in the bigger apartments because I like how it looks better, but I don't think it's worth doing here because this place is so small, you know? Frame it with columns. Oh, I wonder if it would work if we did that. Oh, no, because it's not the right size. I just wish that it wasn't only a poster, but this is fine. I think that if we got this, maybe if we had like a picture light. Oh. That looks bad. I changed my mind about that. I don't know. Use shelves? Well, I don't have the tool mod, so we can't do shelves like down the sides of it. I want to get a pretty light. Super nice. Maybe debug items. Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely dig around some more and look at stuff later. I don't want to spend like 5 years on this right now because we're gonna regret it. But we'll definitely dig around a little bit some more later and look for stuff that might work. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I just don't want to do that right now. Right now, I'd rather make sure the place is actually like furnished. The Bob Pancakes poster? Maybe. We'll see. Will I play in this apartment today? I don't know, friend. We'll have to see how far along we get with it. And where we're at. Because obviously that would be super fun, but I'm going to prioritize finishing it, you know? Will there be a Prune memorial? Who's Prune? No, not familiar with that person. So. I don't know about that, actually. Okay, I need to get... I guess I'll do like a little orange dog bowl. Automatic feeder. Okay. I'll probably get... I do love our money trash can. Although we're probably going to have a lot of money because we're only going to be in the apartments. Maybe I don't need it. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see. Not sure about that yet either. Okay. Let's think about the TV situation again. I'd like a nice big TV. We've been using like this one sized down. It's really expensive, but it's so nice. Brooklyn, Cricket, Jess, Morty, Kat, and Akimi, and Golden, and Maddie, and Daisy, and Alpha, Transcend, Aaron, Aussie, Jenny, also been Pudding. Thank you for the subs. Okay. I'm so sorry if I missed anything, chat. I'm really not trying to. Dream home decorator, please, because I would like to use some of these items. Oh, no, no. Oh, no, no. It's like ever so slightly not the right size. Do you know what I mean? It's like ever so slightly too small. I wonder if we could try and have like, no, I don't like that. The orange tile in the bathroom as a kitchen backsplash would look good. We tried that, Nikki, but I wasn't sure if I liked it. We're not done, guys. Give me, like, I'm just jumping around as I'm trying to, like, figure out what I'm trying to do. It's gonna take me a while, but we'll get there. I'm just not sure what we want. I don't even know if I want to use the Dream Home Decorator stuff because it has, like, weird lighting on it. I can't tell. And I guess I don't really want to, I think the problem is also that I have like a weird amount of space. Maybe I'll just go back and do it again like this. That's fine. Okay, Trevor, thank you for the 10 gifted subs, and Erica and Off-Putting, thank you for the subs too. Okay, maybe the more boho stuff from City Living. City Living has a lot of nice stuff. I'm just thinking like size-wise, Dream Home Decorator is better for this kind of thing because you can get like a more custom size to it. I don't think that City Living has anything that I would like for this. There's some cute stuff like this item. Oh, no, 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 that's horrible. That's too much pink. Wow. Okay. I don't really know what style I'm going for. Hello, the cat is here. Lena, Aura, thank you for the subs. Okay. I think... Oh, movie hangout might be interesting. Let's look through some of that stuff. Because movie hangout has like some kind of fun... This isn't really orange necessarily, but maybe I could try and make it look like there's a couple little mirrors framing the door. It just might be kind of interesting. Also found orange hard to build and furnish. Yeah, the orange generation is definitely going to be the hardest out of all of them for me. I'm definitely going to struggle with this one a lot, I think. Should I put this in the kitchen? Like we pretend it's resting on the counter. I don't know. Oh, I used to do this all the time. I don't have a cabinet that I can hide it in. I used to do this all the time where I would like hang these in the cabinet. Way back when this was new, this item. The orange is very bold. Yeah, that's almost an understatement. The orange really is something. Let's just say that. The orange really is something. Okay. I can't decide. Colors, orange. So I liked that sofa. I thought it was nice. There's also like, I mean, we had kind of thought about this one as well. This one is definitely more orange. People liked this because it had accent pillows, which is interesting. I don't really care about accent colors in this sort of building. I really just care about orange personally today, but I think I want this to be up against the wall completely, but then it kind of bothers me, like, feels like there's just wasted space, I guess, is what's getting to me with that. I think a different floor might be cool. No, Helen, they've already tried to get me to change it. I won't. Sorry. They've tried everything. I still won't change the floor. Here's my philosophy, okay? I understand that a lot of you don't like the floor. Yeah. But the thing is, I also don't like the floor. And my thought process is that I don't think I'll ever use this floor. Ever. So when should we use it? Well, the time that we're making an all orange house. You know, like I'm trying to use things that I don't use all that often because this is sort of our chance, because like everything in here is orange, you know? And I find that kind of fun. Okay, I don't really like what I've done so far with that, so maybe I can go back to the Dream Home Decorator bookshelf behind the cabinet, or behind the thingy idea. Because that's not terrible. Okay, so here's kind of what I'm thinking. I want to try and make it look like there's bookshelves completely behind this sofa. Snap, I'm trying to build platform behind the sofa. Oh, you think? Well, I'd have to make it like smaller. I suppose that sort of thing is maybe possible. Platforms definitely complicate things with the spacing being like on half tiles and stuff, so I don't know for sure if we'll do that. Okay, Snap, I can't focus. Birthday affectionate Camellia and Darren, thank you for the subs too, everybody. Okay. Yeah, I really don't like orange. My goodness. I also really don't like that. Like how it's, that seems okay. Does that seem okay to you? Where's the, this one's like more cabinet-like. Is that better? I don't really like how it's all cabinet down there. Maybe I could rotate this. Okay, doesn't want to because it's gonna slot to the wall. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Maybe I could like scoot the couch sort of directly up against it or something. I don't know. That might help. I think this could be nice. And then, is it because it's a unit? What, these? No, it's because they're snapping. They snap to like these items too. I could flip them around if I just deleted everything and did it, but I don't really care enough to worry about that, so. Using all the packs, right? Yeah, Emily, this is for my own gameplay. Kind of my philosophy with my builds is that when I'm building for like what I'm gonna play with, I don't limit packs, I just use whatever. We do limited packs more so when I'm making like builds that I'm gonna post on the gallery. I mean, I'll post this on the gallery too, but you know what I mean. Like builds for the gallery as opposed to builds that are specifically for my own gameplay. This one's for me, so I'm not really worried about anybody else with it, you know? If that makes sense at all. Modular sofa is orange. What, the Dream Home Decorator one? I don't think so. I also like this couch, so it has like kind of a reddish color, but it's not really orange like that. Okay. Okay. Can't tell if I like it or not. Super unsure. Let's get some like little decorations. I'll probably, when I actually move into this apartment, I'll probably bring like a bunch of my little things, because I've got all sorts of little like, you know, items that I might want to bring with me to put in these shelves. But for now, I'll put some little things that exist in the game. How about that? Oh, cool. Raise up. And then, oh my God, so annoying. Okay, try again one more time. Switch the TV and bookcase so the love seat doesn't have to center the window. I'm gonna do, hold on. I don't know if I want to or not, because I like how this takes up more of the wall. The TV will take up less wall. I'm gonna use my trusty little shelf friend to get this to the right height. Oh. Okay, we have to move this. We can put it back. Oh my God, this is so annoying. Okay, I can't do it like that. The way things that... I don't care if it's... No, I do care if it clips. Oh no. Okay. I think this is too much for me. Do everything like the fire toilet? Well, we'll move, when we actually move in, we'll bring the fire toilet, you know? But for now, I'm not playing in that household. I'm in a random save, so. Will we get snapped to the right spot? Oh, did it? I actually can't deal with that right now. I'm gonna be honest, I can't go back. I don't want to. I don't want to. Okay. I would like to have a snow globe or two. Grim Reaper, and it's orange. See, that's fun. I can get this little dinosaur one also. Okay. Well, honestly, can I just move this whole thing out of the way so I can place it myself? Oh. Oh, yay. Well, that's the right height at least. So that's good. I don't really know what else to get. I don't really know what else I want. Oh, how about, wait. What if I put like this item here? That thing's kind of cool. And then we like size down this plant. Okay. That's better. And we just need 2 more things. You're low-key starting to like orange. Oh my God, I don't relate to you at all. If anything, the more progress that I make on this build, the more that I like orange less. I'm serious. Each time I place an orange item, I hate orange even more. Oh, let's put oranges. We'll put some on that shelf. I'll put some of these on that shelf too. You stand orange, it's your favorite? Oh, I'm glad. Look at this thing. Cool item. Maybe I'll make this one be on the lower shelf. And I'll raise this up. That looks cool, right? I kind of think so. Never thought I'd be using the Star Wars pack to decorate, but here we are. It's happening. Are we on a budget? No, not really. We had like 40,000, but the house that we live in right now is worth 150,000. So I guess you could say the budget is 150,000, which, as you can imagine, I'm not super worried about because I feel like we have a lot of money. So I'm not super concerned about budget things right now. Okay, I think that I don't really want to use the dream home decorator because that I don't like. Orange accent wall behind the TV. Yeah, we haven't done anything like that yet. We're gonna probably put some cool patterns and stuff in here even. Don't worry. Maybe a glass coffee table could be good. Because that doesn't take up, or I don't know, it looks nice. Not sure. Where is the cat statue from? It's from Cats and Dogs. Cats and Dogs has a handful of like little cat and dog statues in it, which is kind of fun. Okay. White Parenthood coffee table. It's a square. I don't know if I want to use a square coffee table. At least not in this build. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm gonna like this apartment. I don't know what I want to do. Maybe a beige / cream rug. Guys, I don't know how many times I can say this. The place is gonna be nightmarishly orange. It's just gonna be nightmarishly orange. I understand that you don't like it, but this is fun for me. I really enjoy, I'm probably gonna use this ghost wallpaper in the bedroom again. Like, I really enjoy getting to do silly things like this that we don't normally get to use. I think it's really fun. So I'm gonna like do that in this apartment, and it's okay if you don't like it. It's a very specific thing that we're going for. But we're gonna like be a little bit silly with what we're picking because it's kind of fun to do, you know? And you'll probably maybe even end up kind of liking it when it's all complete. Oh, do you know what? Actually, this is probably a better accent wall to use. I feel like we could probably make that work for real. Let me try and do the bedroom. Is there orange in the decor to the Max kit? Maybe. I haven't looked at that stuff too much yet, but... You like the tiger rug? Yeah, I like the tiger rug a little bit too, but I don't know if I could bring myself to use that one. The tiger rug might have been a little bit much even for me. The ghost in the office could be nice. Yeah, I like that idea. I like that idea. I can't really tell what the style is of this apartment. Like, that is not completely clear to me. So, the style is orange. The whole chat just said the style is orange. Like 5 people said it. Okay, yeah. The style is orange. Never mind. The style is clear to me and it's orange. Thank you. Now I know. What is that? Why is that happening? Why are you doing that? Okay. That has like sort of a peachy color to it. I don't know. I don't know. Style is orange, but in a good way, okay? Okay. I feel like this is just, it's just a lot, you know? My cat is absolutely staring at the screen and her tail keeps hitting my mouse. So if it keeps clicking like it does and you're wondering like, Kayla, why do you keep doing that? It's not me. Now she's left because I called her out on it. I feel like maybe the carpet in here, it needs to be like maybe a solid color. But that one looks really bad, so I don't know. I feel like if we're gonna use this wallpaper as an accent wall, we need, I don't know. This is such a weird build. Do we like this bed? Because it has like a higher headboard. This place is so ugly. I don't even know where to begin. Oh, here, I did this in our bedroom at home. We had like a, no, yellow rug. Yeah, that would match the wall, but the problem is everything's supposed to be orange. I don't really want to use a yellow rug. It feels like wrong to get yellow. Avocado rug? Does this one have orange? Oh, it does. I don't know if I like it. Change wall. Well, we're trying to use the wall, friend. This is the thing. I think that a lot of people sort of lose sight of the fact that when we're doing these Not So Berry builds, we're trying to give ourselves an excuse to use things that we would not normally use. So like, I've used this, I've never used this wall, you know? And it's kind of fun for me to try it and to do it in this apartment, because like, when else would I? That's kind of the thought process that I have on this. Dine out. I'm looking at like, unfortunately this is marble, which is like not really the vibes. But I'm feeling like maybe it would be cool if we had something like this, like some sort of thick headboard. I could probably do it with cabinets. Oh, that could work actually. And then it looks like those are our nightstands, you know? Oh, cat cam. Please hold. Oh, that's the window. Hold on. Hold on. Here you go. Wait. Cat cam. Yes. Okay, this might work though. This might be okay. Do we do it bigger? Like that many of them? Or... It's got like little end pieces, which are kind of interesting. Does that look cool or not? I don't know. And then we could get like, oh, this is what's hard, because I want to put then like a really nice big piece of art there, but then I feel like it looks really ugly with the wall, so maybe I won't use the wallpaper. Because there's even like that long dine out one. This one. Maybe I'll switch it out again and we can have like the brick behind the bed. And we could do sconces or something. Because that actually looks kind of cool. It's a little bit more like, I don't know, it looks fancier or something. Well, that's a nightlight. I don't really want that. I want like a nice, maybe kind of cool sconce. That comes in orange. Maybe scoot over, maybe, well, I guess scoot you over a tiny bit so it's even. Set color and intensity, all lights to be more of a yellow tone. And then I guess I can make these dimmer. Is that where I had it? I think so. I think this could be okay. Pendant would be so cool. Yeah, but the problem is it's medium wall height, so there's not a lot of pendants that are the right height. Like we have a bunch of pendants, but they're so short. So, Kayla, Seeker, and Cutie, and Biscuit, and Enoch, and Deepest, and Amber, and Ams, thank you for the subs. Okay. Interesting. But it's growing on me. I'm liking it. Could I use the wallpaper in the bathroom? Oh, the tile looking thing? I don't know what the bathroom's gonna look like yet. I feel like we've gone in a lot of different directions with this. There's a high school years, that wallpaper we were using is from high school years. It's this. I don't know if we'll use it yet. We'll see. I want to use the ghost wallpaper. I want to use the, there's so many things. So yeah, do you know what? You're right. The bowling pack actually does have a lot of orange things. Are you guys saying you want me to use the orange pendants from bowling night stuff? I don't know if I like those that much. I feel like that doesn't look how I want it to. I could maybe use those in the kitchen. Above the island. I don't know. Nyla, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Scoot over. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And Sophia and Kayla, thank you for the subs also. Okay, I want those to be like not as bright then. Because I don't like the like circle on the floor that it has. Ooh, don't know if I like it or not. What are those star things above the door? They're mirrors from the movie Hangout pack. Don't know if I like them either. Super unsure about this whole apartment. It's taking me a lot. I don't know what I'm doing, so. Well, now I feel like we can get away with a patterned rug in this room, which will be good. Oh, does not look good with that. Okay. We need something that like looks good with the art on the wall. Pulp needs a corner. Don't worry, I didn't forget about the dog. I did not forget about the dog, don't worry. We can try this. This is the hardest Not So Berry build we've done so far. Like, by far, I think this is the hardest Not So Berry build that we've done. I kind of like this being built into that. What do you think about that? I feel like that could be kind of cool. You think Peach is going to be harder? Yeah, maybe. But I think that Peach can also lean a little pinky orange. And I think that that will be slightly more fun for me. Like, I think that I'll enjoy that more because it's more of a pinky vibes. I don't know. Harder than rose? No, I think that the red stuff is... I mean, I don't really like the color red that much, but I don't think that, like, I found building the red house exceptionally difficult. Like, I thought it was okay. It's not my fave thing in the world, but... I don't know. We'll have less options for that, for the Peach generation, yeah, I guess. Which house was my favorite so far? I liked the yellow one a lot. I thought the yellow generation was really fun. I was proud of that house. What, you don't slot in there? It was actually kind of hard. We did the pink one last, or pink, I meant purple. Pink is next. We did purple last, and that one was harder than I thought it would be, just because a lot of the purple that we have isn't like that nice. We have a lot of, like, a decent amount of purple in this game, but it's just because we have a decent amount of purple doesn't mean that it's all nice purple, you know? So that part was kind of difficult, actually. I want to put this... That's cute. Right? You were so excited for purple and then nothing even remotely matched. It was horrible. Yeah, that's the thing. Nothing fits together from the purple generation. Let's think. Dream home decorator. This is gonna be the hard. I'm really like not sure how I want to do this. A nice grill outside. Yeah, we'll have some nice stuff on the patio. I'm not really thinking about the patio yet, though. To be perfectly honest with you, I gotta take this one step at a time. One step at a time, and we are not there yet. Not yet at a point where we can think about the outside. Maybe use CC for Peach Gen. No, I'm gonna try and do it not base game. I'm gonna try and do it with the vanilla game, no CC like we normally do. I think it's kind of fun. So, it's an interesting challenge to try and build these things. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I just don't like it. Maybe that's the problem. I feel like I just don't like it at all. Yeah, there's a few things like the pastel pop strawberry wallpaper that fits perfect for Peach generation. There's actually a decent amount of things that I feel like will work really well for it, so I feel confident about that. Okay. Oh, these are floating a little bit. That's really annoying. I can fix that though. Back we go. This is gonna take us forever. I just know it will. It's only like a 2-bedroom apartment. It's gonna take me all day. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Get you to the right height, please. Oh, wait. Go away, please. Thank you. There we go. Well, it kind of looks like it's floating a little bit, but that's not my fault. I don't care. And then we'll do one little tiny plant. Pastel pop kit works so good for your mint gen. Yeah, I haven't done a mint gen house with the pastel pop kit because I was already past that when that kit came out. Oh no, sorry. I probably made you all yawn just then. Sorry. Okay, come here. Correct height. I like doing this because I feel like this is a nice way to get them to the right height without having to get that mod. And also, I kind of like the plants as additional accents in here. Right? That's good? I think so. I feel like that's nice. City living. The green definitely helps. Yeah, we're only allowed one accent color and it's leaves. I don't know. I don't know. I'm looking at all this stuff from City Living also, thinking like it would be nice if we could fit in some of that stuff into here. I really liked how this looked, but now I'm wondering if maybe I should have put like a, I don't know, could I do like a built-in desk there or something instead? I know that we have this room that we thought was gonna be an office, but it is a needs TLC apartment. Yeah, Allie, you can see the rats and everything. So stuff's gonna break a lot in here, but that's fine. We know what we signed up for. I don't think I like that. Actually, I liked it better before. I really like this. I just need to think of something to put here. I also gotta think of something to put here. Oh no. Oh, this item is interesting. Orange. Orange. Okay. Don't know about that either. Really like this sort of mid-century vibe, but I feel like it's a little bit big. I This bookshelf might be okay. Maybe a pet bed. Yeah, we're gonna put a pet bed in the house. I'm not sure where exactly yet, but we're gonna put one. I hate the pet beds in this game. I feel like they're like genuinely so ugly. Like they're a disappointment. When you try and use them, it makes you feel sad. Yeah, we're gonna build an orange gen house when they move back home, yeah. So they have to live in an apartment for a while. That's just one of the rules, that we have to live in an apartment. But we'll build like a big house once we're done living in the apartment for our whole young adult life. We'll build a really big orange house somewhere. So we're gonna have to do 2 orange builds. Wish us luck. Okay. I feel like that's nice. Maybe we could get like a skinny desk, because there is that one from the base game. That might be okay. Oh, there's also like that one. But that has, I think the books are always that color. Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that. How about this one? I don't know. I don't know. Probably not that chair. Maybe use like a prettier one or something. Maybe. The game classes that is orange. Interesting. I'll probably use that computer though. I think that's fine. Yeah. What do you think about this? Sika, Joanna, Loney, Sim Stuff, thank you for the subs. Maybe a mirror over the desk. I mean, that's an idea, yeah. I feel like I kind of want to get, how far can I scoot that back? I think that's good. 10K computer. Yeah, we have 150,000 simoleon house, chat. So money's not really a concern with this build today. Always use a single tile desk. Yeah, I like that one too, but I feel like in this case, I've got space, so I'm able to put something a little bit bigger. Like wider, I mean. Maybe I'll put some of the clutter kit stuff in here, because we do have some nice things like... Oh, some of these things might be good in this. I could probably put like... I don't know, some of the makeup stuff. And then maybe I could get some sort of desk-like things, maybe some plants. I really love this item. This thing is so useful for stuff like this. Okay. Snappy looks so cute. Is she being cute? Oh, she is. She is being cute. Okay. I just want to like alt place this little plant. Do you think that's like too... much, or does it look okay there? Hey Ice, thank you for the raid. Okay. Avery, thank you for the 2 months also. Do you see Sears items from packs? Yeah, I don't use really any custom content in my builds ever. I don't even have any custom content really. So all the times that I do these builds here on my stream, I'm using just the stuff that comes in the packs. Okay. Use any shelves or picks above the desk maybe? Yeah, I think that some pictures would be cool. People talked about wanting a mirror maybe, but I think the mirror might not fit perfect. I don't know. Ari, really? Ice, that's amazing. Well, I like your name. Hey, Tori and Q, thank you for the resubs too. Corkboard, yeah, that's kind of what I'm leaning towards also, because we could put some like of our little decorations from home, but also because I'm gonna have like a separate office room, would it make more sense to put the corkboard in there? Ooh. Let's use this on one of the shelves, like pretend it's leaning there. That's so small. Trying the desk with taller backs. No, we tried this one because it's skinnier than the other ones. I'm worried about like walking space here. So I liked this desk because it is like smaller than the other ones are, you know? So that's why I had picked this one. The UFO poster. Yeah, I like the UFO poster too. I think it's kind of cute. Extra plant. Corkboard. I guess the corkboard kind of has like some orange vibes to it. But then this room is feeling like so much... I don't know. I feel like this room had good potential, but then I started putting the desk in here and now it's not like a formal room anymore. So that's why I don't know. Wouldn't the corkboard go in the office? That's what I wanted to do also, Brooke, is have the corkboard in the office instead of in the bedroom because it's like not as fancy in here, or it wouldn't be as fancy for in here, but I don't know. Maybe a love seat, maybe a vanity. I don't think that these Sims would have a vanity. So I don't think that I have any desire to use the vanity. I also don't like the colors of it, to be honest, but I don't think that they would have a vanity. So I don't think that I'll use one of those. Dresser? That's what this is, though. So that's what I'm kind of struggling with. A hamster? We could get a fish. The hamsters are kind of glitchy, but we could get a fish. No, it doesn't fit. I can't do it anymore. I need to think about something else. It's stressing me out too much. I'm displeased. Let's do the bathroom, honestly, because we've saved ourselves like a few different tile options in here, and we're not sure which one we like better. Sometimes I found it's helpful for me to step away and then revisit rooms that I'm working on. Like, I don't really know what I want, so I'm just gonna like pull back and then return when I'm done. What on earth are we gonna do in this bathroom? I've saved myself a few options, but I don't really know. I don't want that to have words on it. Do you think that I could use this? Because that has some orange. Huh. Okay. And then maybe, where's that base game tile? I feel like part of my problem is that I want there to be a baseboard. Maybe I can make a fake baseboard. Hold on. Hold on. Do you think that if I used that thing, I mean, it's not a baseboard. It's also too far off the wall. But do you think if I use this, I could pretend it were a baseboard? Probably not. It's too much, isn't it? Especially like over there. And then like by the door. Oh yeah, because I can't have the door like... What's a baseboard? Oh, like skirting board maybe? Where you're from? I don't know. People call it different things in different places. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Can it be smaller? I guess I could size it down, yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, cool. Oh, the annoying part about it being sized down is that I can't put it at the very bottom, so no. Trim is what it's called here. I mean, I think people would call it trim here too, but baseboard is like the more formal name, because trim could be like anywhere, but baseboard is like the floor one, you know? Okay. Get to work wall strip. Ooh, that might work. Please hold. Get to work. If that is what I'm thinking it is. Oh. That comes too far off the wall, doesn't it? Maybe, do you think that there's any lighting? Like wall lights? Do you know that one from... No, there's one from like... Maybe it's only for the floor. Delete the wall, put it in place. Well, we can't do that on these walls though, is the problem. Like you could do that on interior walls, but I can't delete these back walls, so... It's okay. It's okay. We don't need to. We don't need to. I feel as though I genuinely hate this apartment. I don't know what I'm trying to do with this. I think that's the problem that I'm having, is that like, I don't... The only style I have in my mind is orange. So like, I'm just using things that are orange, but the like actual furniture pieces aren't that cohesive. So it's kind of, I don't know. It's rough, is what it is. It's rough. 70s would be cool. Yeah, but there's just not enough stuff that like fits that. I've tried to build 70s houses, but we couldn't do it all orange. The problem with The Sims is that like you have to pick, like with, does the color match, does the style match? Like you can't always have both. And I need it to be orange. That's the most important thing. Orange is the goal at the end of the day. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, we might end in tears today. At least we don't have to worry about me bulldozing it. At least that won't be a problem today, right? At least that won't happen. Okay. Is Pulp coming too? Of course I'm bringing my dog. I can't believe people would even ask that. You think I'm gonna have a dog like Pulp and not bring it with me when I move? Like what? How could you even suggest such a thing? What about a bathtub that's not so big? Well, I just was trying to have some more color options in here. That's why I was trying to do that. Obviously, we could use different tub shower situations, but I was just trying to be different with it. Okay. We need to have a tub though. Maybe one accent color would help. We can't. Everybody's always trying to get me to add an accent color. The accent color is orange. The house is orange. The accent's orange. I'm trying to really embrace it. We need to remove our regular lines of thinking and think not so berry. You know? What you would normally do, not today. Not today. And a Silent Free, thank you for the subs. Oh, think orange thoughts, yeah. Okay. Okay. I really like this tile. I don't think that it's working for me in here. I don't think that we can do that. I feel like it's just not gonna come together. I feel like we need to go back to our roots a little bit with something like this. It just makes the most sense. We tried. It didn't work. Do you think that I could do this one with the fun? Because I did actually really like that. I don't know if it looks bad or not. 0 thoughts, only orange. No thoughts, head orange. That's it. Okay. There's one thing in my brain and it's orange. Gold kind of throws you off. Oh, you think? The floor could be changed. There's not a lot of orange floors though, Emily. I couldn't, most of what I was trying wasn't working. That's why we ended up with this one kind of early on, because nothing else was like really working in here. Shower tub combo and tub. Okay, you don't need to pick apart my build. I've had this from before. I just hadn't deleted it yet. Be nice. I'm still building. I just hadn't deleted it yet. Okay. We've changed our mind on what it's gonna look like a billion times, so. Is there really not an orange swatch of this? Oh my god, all those extra colors they added, we didn't get a single orange one? On this too? How could they do that to me? Why would they do that? Well, if not orange, then what's the point? I guess this is the, oh, yikes. This is the most reasonable orange thing, in my opinion. So maybe I'll use that. I don't know. This is so hard. This build is so hard. Pretty Cage, thank you for the subs. Oh. The shower is not orange enough. Oh my god, I'm being thrown in like a million directions. I don't know what to do. I want to use this, but I don't know if it's gonna work. I kind of like the shower, but if we have to change it, we can. Okay. Now everyone's saying they hate my shower. I'm so sad right now. I'm so sad. I will put you like that, put you like that, do that. We can try a different shower again. Fine. Because you all hate fun. Fine. Fine. Uni shower, please? Like the university one? Why are you saying that? Because you like the color on this? Or do you mean like the one that has no, because this isn't orange. To me, this is boring. I would like to try and make this work, okay? I know that it's kind of weird, but this whole place is weird, and I think I want to try and make it work, because I don't know when else I would get a chance to use that swatch on the shower, because I don't really like it, so I won't use it again after this. Shiny Mel, hey Cross, thank you for the subs. Not obsessed with any of these bath mat ideas, to be completely honest with you. Maybe I can try and make that work. What do you think? I kind of want to try and do like a, I kind of want like an actual cabinet as well. Oh, that's ugly. Should I do it anyway? I don't know. Perhaps a lighter orange for the rug. Yeah, friend, I would love to have some different swatches. You and me both would love to have some different swatches, but welcome to The Sims 4. We don't have as many options as we would like. Okay. I think that I would like to put a little toilet paper holder. Maybe I'll just do a big mirror. Like instead of a mirror that has a frame, Maybe we could just do like this kind of thing, because that happens a lot in real life, and I feel like that helps with giving us some, I don't know, like extra space for, or I don't know, it breaks up the wall, I guess I should say, which is maybe a good thing. Why don't I use custom content? Well, I do a lot of builds that I put on the gallery for people to download. And obviously I make a lot of builds that, this is, that people want to download, I was gonna say, but I don't mean like my builds are super good and people want to download them. What I mean is people watch the video and they're like, oh, I wish I could download this. So I do a lot of builds with no custom content to make it easy for people to download it. And also easy to replicate if people wanted to like watch it almost like tutorial type of content. It's easily followed by the folks that watch the videos. In case they wanted to like see how I did it, they could recreate it really easily, you know? So that's why I don't use custom content in my builds. It's just because I'm making builds for, you know, people and stuff. It's just accessible for everybody that way. Console players can download it that way, you know, stuff like that. Oh, this is gonna be cute. Oh, I'd love to use this, but I don't know if I can get it to fit. Oh, I'm gonna try so hard though. I think that should be fine. We'll see. I feel like we can get away with using a lot of kind of fun bathroom clutter in here. That's one of the fun parts of this apartment, is that we've got space. I guess we can use the little yellow swatch. I don't know, or the blue swatch might kind of tie it together. I don't know. There you go, chat. You wanted an accent color? Look at that. Are you so excited? Okay. Oops. Oh, this is annoying. This needs to be like staggered differently. But yeah, I guess by my own logic, I could probably use CC for my not so berry builds. I just like building with no CC. I just find it kind of fun, so. Is there an orange swatch on the kit rug for under the toilet? Oh, it's kind of like pink and yellow. This, see, okay, look at this. This is the kind of thing that I think would work for the peach gen. So I feel like we can make that and use that in the peach generation, but probably not in here, you know? Which will be good. Okay, that's something to keep in mind then. That we can use that in the peach generation. Okay. This room is growing on me. It's growing on me. I'm trying to think about what else I want to put. There is some like other bathroom type of stuff. Like there's always items like this, which honestly might, I don't know, it might look good. It's hard to say. Should we use that? Maybe I could try and scoot it a little bit more over. Reminds you of a 70s bathroom? Oh, okay. No, peach gen's not after orange. It's the next one is pink and then peach. And then green and then blue are the next colors. Oh, we could put a plunger. That'll be fun. Okay, fine. Let me look at the kit stuff. Well, I guess I'll probably do it here then. And then like scoot this over. Ooh, that comes in orange, but at what cost? Are peaches orange? Okay, so let's discuss this for a second. The color peach, while orangey, is also kind of pink. It's a different shade, you know? Like when you look at these two things together, orange, peach. Orange, peach. It's like a pinky orange. It's a different color. Like a muted corally color. Yeah. It's different. Different kind of build. So when we do the build, it's gonna be sort of orangey. We'll probably have some orange items in it, but it won't be all one color, you know? Is there a peach hair that isn't CC? No, there's not. Although there, I mean, I guess there might be like a swatch of one of the, you know, like the hairs that have different colors on them. I'm sure that there might be a swatch of one of those that has something kind of peachy. I haven't checked really, but I might make myself a CC hair for it. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's like how I usually make like a different CC hair for the kids and the toddlers so they can have like a colorful hair. Or in this case, little Dika makes me a CC hair for the, like to have like purple hair for a toddler and stuff. That kind of thing. Okay. I think I'm gonna leave the bathroom like that for now. Do I love it? No. But it works for this. Although, do you know what? Maybe I'll get the little toddler potty for now. Oh, it's cute. Oh my god, we should definitely use that. I'm trying to be a little bit wary of what I put here also, as to not get in the way of the pipes. Okay. Now that I'm over here, I might want to like, I don't know, just mess with this a little bit. See what other decorative things we can get. Hey, Green and Sass and Kat, thank you for the subs. Okay. We can put this over here. Do I have a cat or a dog? Do you mean in real life or in The Sims? In real life, this, while hard to tell at the moment, is a cat. That thing squished into the pillow, cat. In The Sims, it's a dog that we have. You're probably asking about The Sims because you want to know if I need to get a litter box, but no, we have a dog for our Sims household. No, that's a fish. Oh yeah, that is a fish. Could put up aprons since he likes to bake. Oh, that's so cute. Please hold. Wait, before I forget, let me see if I can find a... The answer is I can't find a doormat that I like. I was gonna say if I could find a doormat that I like, but I can't, so. Oh, I guess... Oh, that actually works pretty well. Those two aprons together. Huh. We could be onto something with that. Okay. Okay. Let's think. Is there like a cute little... I mean, we have a couple cute little runner type rugs. I wonder if we could use... Oh, the problem is there's so many things happening in this build. But if we had done this in like a different way, imagine if we had like used this runner 3 times as the rug. I don't know if I like that painting anymore though. If it's like that, so. That is cute, but I feel like it ruins the painting, right? Do it and change the art. I don't know how many art options we have though that could work for it. I don't think it looks that good in the kitchen either. Oh, this is a disaster. Under the table? I guess maybe if we sized, I don't know. It's really big. We have also some kind of fun, like really bright ones. Oh, does that look cool? I wonder if we can make this work. Wait a minute, I just want to see. That's like way more bold. I don't know if that's as good, but that kind of like, you know, that kind of works with this. Should we try that? I honestly have never used this swatch of this rug ever. And I don't think I ever will again either. So that's the thing. It's like, this is our chance to use some of this stuff because when else are we going to? I won't. I will never use that again. Ever. I promise I won't ever use that again. I like, there's never going to be a reason that I'm going to want that in my build, so. We could try it. It's a lot. It's a lot. Never say never? Oh, I'm saying never. I don't think I'll ever use that again. Is that the Seasons rug? Yeah, I think so. Gems of the Season rug. Go big or go home? Yeah. Is there a baby room? Yeah, we're gonna have the twins share this room. I'm not really sure how to go about decorating that yet, though. Because obviously, like, we don't have any of the baby stuff. So we'll see. We will see. I guess I'll decorate it for toddlers. That's kind of what I thought about before, is that we would decorate it for toddlers and then just replace it once we get the baby update. So we'll probably have to do that. Thank you. Maybe I could get like some sort of thing. I don't really know what that thing would be, but some sort of like thing that we could put next to it. Like a sculpture or something. R and Lex and Louie, thank you for the subs. Lamps? I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of using the sconces like a lamp. So, oh, do you know what? I might actually like this better than the... I think that's kind of cool. I might like that better because the books are bigger. We could maybe get a lamp. I like how it has big things underneath it. Oh, a candle. Oh, I'm gonna have to use that in so many places. Just you wait, I'm putting that orange candle everywhere. I'm putting that orange candle everywhere in these builds. We do have like a salt lamp. That's orange. Maybe I'll put that like, I don't know. I don't want to do like 2 piles of 3. I feel like that's too samey. I kind of want to get like a bigger lamp of some sort. I'm trying to like space this out better, essentially. Because I don't really want to put anything in the middle. I want it to look like I've like, I don't know. Do you understand what I'm saying by that? Lava lamp? I guess a lava lamp could be interesting. Oh, how about, wait. I wonder if we could try and do like this item over here. And then maybe if I could get like an additional plant, perhaps. VP, thank you for the 28 months. And Grove with the 5 gifted subs. Night Owl, Sarah, Brendan, thank you for the subs so much. The tray could go in the middle. Do you think the middle is like too... I don't know. I'm trying to like space this out so where it kind of is acting like a nightstand. A little at least. Oh, don't like that. I can't tell how much to put. When in doubt, plants? Yeah, seriously. Oh, a tissue box could work. I also kind of thought about, I got distracted, but we were thinking about some of the stuff from the kit, like the glasses or something. That could be a simple addition. Put the salt lamp in there. Is that too much? Set color and intensity, this candle. Oh, I didn't notice that those were like not orange. I think that looks okay. I can't tell if we're supposed to put stuff all the way across or not. Put up a picture of the Grave collection. I do have photos of the Grave collection that I took, but I was gonna bring them when I move. We don't have any sim that actually lives here yet. I don't even think that we will today. I don't think we'll get to that point yet. This is so difficult. So much more difficult than I thought it would be. There's a lot of things that we have that I don't really remember, which is kind of nice, I guess, because it's kind of getting me to explore a little with the decor and like find stuff that I didn't remember. Did we add dog stuff already? We have a couple things. I'm gonna need to add more when I do the living room for real. I haven't finished it yet. This item is from Eco Lifestyle. It's one of the things, oh, speaking of, I need to like custom place these things. Yeah, this item is from Eco Lifestyle. It's one of the items that your Sims can craft, or like, I guess I should say fabricate. I do not like the colors on those. I think that's okay. Canvases because his partner's an artist. Oh, we're gonna do that kind of thing is gonna go in the office. Although I guess I am getting a little, I don't know, there's gonna be a lot of things in the office, I guess. We're getting a long list of stuff that we need to include in the office. But we'll see. Maybe. Okay, you know what? I kind of want to work on the patio a little bit. I think before I forget, I guess, maybe I will work on the office now. I really, really, really would like to have the cupcake machine. How do you use this thing? Bed doesn't really fit, it's kind of pale. Yeah, Liv, listen, everything is orange. They're not gonna be the same orange. It's just not possible. So, we're gonna have to grow to accept that one. That's just the way it's gonna be. Size it down. I don't think it'll function size down though. You say patio TBH? Yeah, I guess it can just take up a lot of the balcony. I think that's probably fine. Okay. I feel like there's not a lot of orange that I want or have any. Don't delete my stuff. Don't delete my stuff. Tuffy, Danny, meow. Thank you for the subs, everybody. Would the Strangerville 70s rug work anyplace? I love that rug. I don't know if we've got any rooms left to put it in. I made an entire house inspired by that rug once. I'm trying to decide if I want to like really embrace my little ghosts, or what, because I don't really know. I really honestly would like to embrace my little ghosts. The other idea that we could embrace is like this, which could honestly be kind of fun, but probably not with the ghosts. Why not both? Isn't that like too much? Do you think it's too much if we do both? You think I can embrace my little ghosts? Okay, good. Because I really want to. Put the ghost in the toddler room. Oh, so that's kind of the fun thing about this also that I haven't had a chance to mention yet. So the babies, their stuff, their room is not gonna be the same color scheme as the rest of the apartment. So when I do these Not So Berry challenge things, essentially the way that I play, obviously, and the way the rules are, is each generation's a different color, right? So this is the house for the orange generation. So the vast majority of the house is obviously orange. But the toddlers are gonna be a part of the pink generation. So I'm gonna make their room pink. Is kind of the idea. But are there pink ghosts? There might be, but I've used this ghost wallpaper a bunch now. So I might try something different. Oh my god, that's gonna make me so upset. Each time it deletes myself, I'll cry. I don't know if I like this or not. But yeah, I've used that ghost wallpaper a lot in the last house for my Sims bedroom, so I don't know if I should use it again. Okay, so my Sims partner is an artist. So I'm kind of trying to think about decorating the, or well, they're not an artist yet, but they will be. We're not also dating yet, but we will be. I'm trying to think about stuff that we can add in for them. They're gonna be in the freelance artist career, I think. At least that's kind of my plan. So that's like their little corner. I actually love that. I think that's really cute. They're an artist, we're gonna be rich. Yeah. Empty canvases were cute. Oh, okay. Okay. Size on the cupcake machine will still be functional. Are you sure it's still functional size down? Because don't they place stuff on it? I'm pretty sure they have to like set stuff on the cupcake machine. The canvases are base game. They're just a, the canvases are like a career reward from the artist career. So you might have to like do the BB die, ignore gameplay, unlocks, entitlement, cheat. But yeah, the canvases are base game. So. I don't know what I'm trying to do, to be honest with you. Yeah, this wall thing is from Nifty Knitting. There's a lot of cute stuff in Nifty Knitting. Built-in bookshelves. Well, we have a lot of bookshelves. We can maybe do it again. Can someone type out that cheat for me? Crystal, Google Sims 4 build cheats so that you, and like bookmark it so you can copy paste. It'll make your life easier. The cheat is bb.ignore gameplay unlocks entitlement. Nightmare to remember if you don't remember it. Google like Sims 4 build cheats. You're looking for the career unlock items cheat. That's what you want. But yeah, I hate to be like, oh, just Google it, because it sounds like kind of passive aggressive, but honestly, like it'll be easier for you if you look it up, because then you can copy and paste it, you know? Okay. Oh, there's really some interesting like sunset-y type artwork, huh? I hadn't considered that. Of course, we have no space for it. Maybe I could put it in here. That kind of works in here. Let's use it. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. I'm probably gonna bring my postcards from home, but I'll put a couple on here for now. The lack of wall space. Yeah, seriously. Is the cupcake machine needed for Orange Gen? No, not, I guess not technically, but it's kind of fun to have a cupcake machine. You know, because like, it's a cupcake machine. When else can you have one of those? Okay. I think I want to have a different desk. Maybe I'll get one that has like some more pizzazz to it. Like this one. Hello. That's what I thought. Being weird. Oh, I distracted myself. I was trying to look for something and I forgot. I was trying to get the little like art thingy. I wanted, and then I started getting postcards. But what I was trying to get was, it's underneath clutter. I always forget which category it's under. There's like a little, it's not underneath clutter. I don't want this. I want like the little thingy. What is it called? Do you know the item that I'm thinking of? Maybe it's underneath this. Is it the statue? There you go. This is what I wanted. I don't know if it fits in here, but this is what I wanted. Should I just use it anyway, even though it's like kind of big? Maybe. It's kind of cool, isn't it? And it takes up like the whole... Move the desk over to fit that? Yeah, I could. I like the desk being centered. This room is gonna be tight. Maybe I will... Oh, maybe I'll use a smaller window. Oh, I guess it won't make a difference because I'm using the same curtains. Never mind. Maybe I'll do no curtains. What's gonna go on the balcony? A cupcake machine. Maybe like some chairs or something. I don't know. We have some kind of fun, like crafty looking desks as well, which are kind of an idea maybe. But I don't know. Well, you can edit windows? No, you can't. You can edit this part of the wall on this particular apartment because it has a balcony. So like this space is mine. The outside space is mine, so but I can't change like these windows. Just this part you can change. Same as the other apartments that have balconies. You can edit them sort of slightly in the parts where the balcony is, but not everywhere. Just in a couple places. Yeah, I like the crafty desk too because it matches the knitting thing. I don't love the crafty desk with the ghosts though. What apartment is it? It's 19 Culpeper House. This is the one that has the balcony in the Spice District. Desk can be turned around like off the wall. You think? I think with the back it doesn't really work off the wall, to be honest. I think this one in particular won't really be good like that. I'm gonna need this item somewhere. It's actually important. Oh, I love this thing. Okay, I want to put that somewhere too. Put the ghost on another wall so you can have both. Yeah, but the problem is, what am I gonna do? Put the ghost on this exterior wall? That's a lot of ghosts. I don't know. Desk seems peach. Yeah, it definitely will work for the peach gen, but that's the thing with The Sims. You gotta sometimes combine these things, you know? It's not ever gonna be exactly exact, right? Like it's gonna have to, you're gonna have to give yourself some grace with the color schemes that you're picking, because otherwise it'll never work. Maybe on the fourth wall, like what, over here? Or do you mean on this one? I tried it here first and I didn't like it, so. Let me think about the other oranges. These things don't come in orange. These things don't come in orange. This comes in orange. And you know what? That actually kind of works. Or get rid of the ghost wall. Honestly, you should be ashamed of yourself for even suggesting that, but I'll let it slide for now. I'm gonna have to come back and put those things back. I'll leave them in my inventory for now. I think it's gonna keep deleting as I try and do the stuff, so I'll just let it be deleted for now. Okay. I can't decide. Oh, once the pack actually comes out, we should put like a puzzle table in here. That would be so cute. Okay, that's a good idea for when we have the pack for real. We'll definitely add that in. No, that looks bad. No, I don't know what to do. Okay, so for this generation of the legacy, we need to, I'll pull up the rules so I can tell you. We need to do the baking and charisma skills. Criminal career, public enemy aspiration, needs TLC apartment. So I guess, do you know what might work? We're gonna need to do a decent amount of the handiness skill. And this woodworking table might fit in here as part of our like crafty vibes. Maybe? Because this room feels very much like a craft space. And then we can work on the handiness skill and stuff, which might be good. Maybe we could look through some more of the nifty knitting things then. Because if we're making this into like a craft room, some more of this might actually be good. No, that won't really work. There's so many fun items from nifty knitting. We could probably take up knitting. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Oh, I love this little cart. That's great. Okay, let's put that over here. And it comes in orange. Maybe I'll put it next to this. Although, if it's covering the rat hole, am I gonna get bothered by the rats and not be able to fix it? I guess I can just move it. If the rats are really bothering me, huh? Looks better next to the desk. I'm trying to like, is she leaving? Oh, we've been abandoned. That's devastating. So sorry. Okay, I think, I don't know. When you use nifty knitting, you can't stop. Yeah, once you start with nifty knitting, you can't stop. That's how it works. You can't go back. Does this come in orange? Oh, it comes in like all orange. Oh, that's kind of fun. I could probably put a couple of these over here as like a decorative thing. And then maybe I could put like, I mean, the thing is, this is what's kind of fun about Not So Berry, is that I've been playing this for so long that I'm gonna have a bunch of like little, I don't know, things that I might want to bring with me here. So it might be kind of nice to have like some shelf space that we can like put all those little things in. What's the goal of the orange gen? Oh, crime and baking. Crime and baking are the two main things. Probably just give this to a sim in their inventory then, I guess. How cohesive? Yeah. It makes perfect sense. No, but the whole idea of this generation is that like the sim keeps insisting on being a criminal, and they're like, no, 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 I'm like so into crime and I'm so evil and stuff, and everybody doesn't believe them. So everyone's like, yeah, you're so evil. No, it's not our last room left to make. We have a lot left to do, actually. I'm taking ages. It's kind of embarrassing. Maybe if we got, like... It's coming together so well, though. Yeah, I'm liking it. I feel like it's gonna be cute. Oh, that has sort of the right color. That'll also be a nice item for the peach generation. That's one of those things that I think will work well for that. You know what? This room could be like, okay. Maybe? Okay. I'm thinking maybe I'll get a little dog bed though. I don't really want to put, oh, it's like so much the same color. It's like the same shade of orange. Maybe I won't put that in there. Can we get a tour at the end? Yeah, I always do tour stuff at the end of my things like this. All right, I'm gonna leave this room for now because I kind of want to figure out, do you know what? Let's take a break from the orange for a second. Let's do the kids room. So the fun part about this kids room is that it gets to be pink. Because the babies of this generation are the pink generation. So we get to use pink. I don't really know what the vibes are that I want to go for with this just yet. But what did you put in my inventory? Oh my god, it keeps deleting all my stuff. We can use some of the pastel pop kit. I'm gonna eventually have to change this to be obviously with the cribs, but we don't have that yet. So for now, let's just see about what our current situation is, and we'll decorate it for toddlers or something. Oh, you know what? Oh, this will be good for the peach generation. That's a good thing to note. I wonder if any of these sort of like fun wallpapers could be good. Should I pick a bed first? We're decorating this as though we have... Okay, so we're gonna do it for toddler beds. You like the pastel pop one? Yeah, I like the pastel pop one too. You like the pink and white roses? Yeah, we'd have to decide. This is why I want to pick the toddler bed, because I feel like a lot can change based on what bed we decide on. I feel like it's so... This one could work. Are we getting new beds with the family pack? Yeah, we're gonna have to switch this stuff out once the kit actually, or once the kit, it's not a kit, once the expansion pack actually comes out, and like once we have the infant update even. We're decorating this right now for toddlers, but we'll probably change it once we have the update and stuff to put the cribs in here. That's why I'm wondering if we should, and this is gonna look super weird, but I'm almost wondering if we should place the beds like this, as like a crib placeholder, because we know the cribs are 2x1. So should we do that and just like pretend it's a crib for now? So that way when we actually have the cribs, we'll put them there in the same spot. I don't know. That's fine. Yeah, I think it's probably for the best. We're probably gonna change this a bunch once we actually have... It just looks really weird, doesn't it? That's okay, though. Are they having twins? Yeah, they have to have twins. That's one of the rules of the generation. Is that you've got to have twins. So we're going to have twin infants. Wish me luck. I'm doomed. Make it so the heads are back to back. Oh, that'll look better, yeah. Let's just leave it like that for now. Can you cheat for twins? Yeah, I'm going to. So that we can make sure we have it. When does the new free update come out? The update comes out on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, we're gonna have the update. And then on Thursday, we get the expansion pack. Sorry, I had to think about that one for a second. Oh, do you know what? I wonder if we could have like, because imagine that there's like a little crib here and they have like a cute little picture above each of their beds. Those kind of match these things. Thought it was Monday. Well, Monday is when people can start sharing early access content, so. Or unless you thought today was Monday, in which case, yikes. Luckily it's not. Oh, cupcake pictures, that might be better. Good idea. We can do the same thing, but with cupcakes. And those kind of match the wallpaper a little. No, Melon, you can have whatever kind of twins you want. You can have whatever kind of twins you want. And then imagine the crib would be like higher up. So it'll be like there, you know? Should I raise these up right now so we can pretend? Okay, here's my cribs, everybody. Do you like them? Let's leave them raised so that we know what we're trying to recreate. People are gonna come in and be like, what are you doing? What is that? Those are just my fake cribs. Honestly, this kind of works. Right? Oh, we're gonna need a changing table. Okay. Let's just put like a dresser in place of the changing table. I think whatever dresser, doesn't matter. Can we put a rocking chair too? Oh, that would be cute. I guess we're like fake decorating this for infants, aren't we? So I don't know. Here's an idea. Let me pull up, I'm going to the Sims live stream. I want to go to the part in their stream where they showed off all the base game update. I want to see, here, look at this. I want to see the stuff that's coming so we can decide. Okay, so we'll have like this little bookshelf, right? So we'll use that. We'll have this little toy basket. Lamp, rug. No, go back. Llama. No, this thing. Hold on, move my face. This thing. I want to put that in here. Okay. This is so hard to decide. It's so weird to try and decorate this right now when we don't actually have any of this stuff. Did they show off the cribs before or after this? After. Go upstairs. The people want to see the cribs. There we go. Okay, which one? That one! Look, 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 look. This white, is that like a light pink? Okay. So we'll use that. We'll put that here. Okay, that's good. That's good. Can I change the floor? Oh, do you not like my carpet? Anyway, that's kind of the idea. Okay, and then we'll need a changing table. We'll have like, hold on. We'll have like a trash can for the dirty diapers next to it. This is more just spacing vibes, you know? Rocking chair. Yeah, I wanted to put a rocking chair, but I feel like there's not as much space in here as I thought. Pastel pop carpet would be cute. I had that first and then people said it was ugly, so I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I don't think we can decorate this for real right now. I feel like there's no point in even bothering. Maybe put a changing table. This is gonna be that. This is sort of simulating the changing table. But yeah, I had like the pink carpet before, and people didn't like it. So leave it empty. Best if you just won't look until Thursday. I know. I think that I'm just excited, so I'm trying to like. Why don't we decorate with moving boxes? Oh, that's an idea. Maybe we could just leave it like this as a starting point, and then we'll finish it on Thursday when we actually have the update. Yeah, or and the pack, because we want like all the pack stuff too. So we'll finish it with the pack. It's so hard to do this right now when we're just like, I'm gonna use this thing that we're gonna have but don't have yet. Like, we're just getting too excited and there's no point in decorating it right now because we're gonna want it for the infants anyway. Is this your last effort just for show baby room? Yeah, apparently. You don't like that cabinet there, TBH? What, this? Is that what you mean? That's gonna be like a changing table when we actually have real changing tables. If that helps. The carpet is from the pastel pop kit. Okay, let's decorate for real out here then. Let's get into the kitchen. Yeah, the base game, the changing table isn't part of the base game. The changing table is part of the pack. That's one of the pack items. Save the game. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. So in the update, babies won't get changed or it just goes automatically. Well, it's like how you change diapers now, I assume. Like how you change a toddler's diaper. I mean, like we change diapers now without a changing table, so. It'll be the same thing. They just pick it up and then, you know, like it, I think it'll just be the same vibes as that. Just twirl in the air, you know? Like magic. Yeah, I don't think that that's that big of a deal because I feel like we kind of, like, that's already how it is, you know? So, yeah, we can post early access videos starting on Monday. So not yet, but on Monday we can. I'll want that. I think I want a fruit bowl as well. Oh my god, whenever I have debug on, I always can't find the fruit bowl. Like, this is why I can't play with debug, because I feel like I probably scroll past it like 4 times, but I can never find it when, there it is, when I have debug on. Is that poster new? No, it's just sized down a lot, which maybe is why. Just past it? Yeah, I know, I probably did. That's what I mean. I feel like I scrolled past it so many times whenever I'm looking for it. Okay. We'll get some really nice decorative stuff in this little kitchen. Yeah, that's gonna be so cute. Dish rack? Oh, that's also a good idea. Okay. Parenthood. In fact, parenthood stuff is probably gonna be, oh, don't get me started again. Here I am decorating for babies that I don't have yet. I gotta stop. These babies don't even exist. Oh my god, I'm just too excited. Okay. Oh, stop. I actually cannot deal with that. Okay. Scoot it like right there. That's good. And then I'll probably put like a plant or something in the corner. This build makes you want to paint one of your walls orange in real life. Oh no. Oh no. Don't trust me, okay? Don't make any rash decisions based on lilsimsie Sims builds, okay? Although it's just paint. You know what? Actually, I take that back. Go for it. Paint your real life house orange. I love it. Do it. Why not? It's just paint. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. We'll probably live here in this apartment. So the rule is that we have to live here for their entire young adult life, which is a long time, but we'll do it. And then after that, I think we might move to the new world. That's kind of what I've been thinking, at least. I feel like that'll be kind of fun to live here and then go to the new world into a big house. Okay. I'm gonna put some little books up here. I love this kitchen so much. I want to like hide that in the shelf there. Okay, I like that. I feel like that's really nice. I'm wondering if maybe I should put something like up here. Cookie jar. Cute. Okay, how about we do like a... Oh, I actually kind of like that, to be honest. Although I don't know. Maybe... Oh, we're probably gonna want to like go back and update more of this too. I'm just thinking like we're almost certainly gonna want to go back and change a lot of this once we actually have the pack as well. I'm just, right now, I'm just thinking about like how I want to have a build that's done and like ready for when the pack comes out. Because that way when the pack comes out, we can just like start playing with the babies and then make some like slight adjustments or whatever. But for the most part, it'll be ready for us without having to make any huge changes or make like a brand new build. But it's also hard because I'm just sat here thinking about like all the things that I'm probably going to want to change. That's so cute. I like that. Okay. Yeah, we can just add in some of the new stuff as we're starting, you know? I feel like that'll make sense. Oh, we should have put a... I didn't even think about a high chair. Do you know what we could do? Maybe with the high chair, I feel like this is going to be a little bit annoying because when it breaks, we're going to have to like delete it. And then, oh, I might want two of them though. I'm going to have twins. We'll probably just need one. But what I was trying to say is when this thing breaks, it's going to be annoying to have to like move it and then put it back. But we could probably get like one of the little high chairs. It's under the toddler section, yes. And we can just put it in front of this box and then move the box when necessary. Put them at the island counter. I don't think that they slot to the island counter. I mean, we could put it in front of the island counter, but... You're a firm high chair denier. Yeah. I feel like, I mean, they talked about how they made some updates so that it runs a little bit better. So we'll have to see how true that is. But I'm curious to do the gameplay like they showed off in the live stream. I'm really curious about the gameplay with like having the babies try food and stuff. So I want to have a high chair so that we can play with that. They said they made them better. I don't know. If it's horrible, we'll get rid of it. But I'd like to try. Okay, that's okay. I actually like how cluttered it is in here. Cluttered it is in here. You never use high chairs? Oh, I never use them either. Never. Trash can? Oh, we have, there's a trash chute right here. It's so close by. I feel like we don't even need to have one inside. Which is kind of lucky. Yeah, they did confirm in the live stream that with the science baby, there's gonna be a chance to have more than one baby. That's one of the things that we've been thinking about, because we want to play with the science baby stuff, obviously, on stream. And we were like, oh, we maybe have like the next generation of a science baby. And then we realized that I don't know if you can like cheat to force twins with science babies. And obviously we need to have twins, because that's like the rule of the orange generation. So I don't know if we can do the science babies on this generation, but we think that maybe the pink gen sim might like have a kid on their own, like be a single parent, maybe never date anybody, and then they can do the science baby thing. Fertility massage or trait. Well, that's the thing. The science babies are born instantly. So it's not like a pregnancy where you have time to cheat. You just press it and then it happens. Like when you adopt, it just happens. It's instant. So, but yeah, I don't know. The pink generation has to have the unflirty trait. So we thought like, oh, maybe they could be ace and we could have them have a baby on their own or something. I don't know. That was kind of the thought, with the chance to use the science babies in the stream. So I think we'll do that. Kitty, hey, thank you for the raid, and Brands, and Lovely, and 82, and Sweet, and Faye, thank you for the subs. Oh God, you're right. All of my mods are gonna break. They'll be fixed hopefully in time for the pack coming out though, because the update will be a couple days before. Maybe I'll leave. Oh, maybe actually, you know what? Maybe I'll put this here, because then we can have a little bit of music in this living space. And then I'll leave it the rest, and they can cook on the counters here. Yeah. Do I use a lot of mods? Not really, but I have MC Command Center and UI cheats, which I'm gonna need to cheat for my science baby. So I don't want those to break. We need a thermostat. They will though, but they're usually pretty quick with fixing them, so I'm not that worried about it. Maybe I'll put this over here by the front door. I guess it could go over here on this wall. Maybe instead of the clock. That would be fine. Okay, I'm not sure what to put in this section. I really like how we have some open space. I feel like, so, you know, I feel like I want to pull up the, like, hold on, Sims 4 growing together. I'm literally going to Google it so I can show you screenshots of what I'm talking about. I'm back on my, deciding what I'm going to put. Oh, here, it's right on the main menu. This is good. Okay, look at this. I want to put that. That thing, the little baby playmat. I want to put that, like, right here in the living space. That's what I'm thinking. Little baby playmat right there in the middle. So it's good that we have open space so we can have the kids playing there and stuff. We'll have some open space for us. I think that'll be really cute. Okay. Lamp in the corner by the hanging plant. Yeah, I think that I want to put a little table, like some sort of side table. Fire alarm? Oh, I guess I don't have one of those. Oh, you're right. Have you guys seen my live streams? We need one of those. It's actually urgent. Dog bed? I was gonna put the dog bed somewhere in here, but I'm not sure where yet. I also think, if I'm being honest with you, I don't really like the dog beds in this game. I find that they kind of suck. And I think it's just because they're so flat. That's why I don't like them. And I feel like genuinely Pulp would probably be happier sleeping on the couch. Like the couch, it looks way cozier than like any dog bed, you know? Which is sad, because like I like the idea of having a dedicated dog bed, but also it doesn't look like something my little friend would like. So I love that. That's cute. We'll definitely put some dog toys though. Speaking of dogs, let me get some things. Your dogs never use the dog beds? Yeah, I don't know. That's a cat. Can I give Pulp a cat thing? Oh, that one kind of matches, I guess. That's kind of cute. I don't know. Are pets part of the challenge? You don't like have to have a pet. I just like having a pet. So I usually play with pets in my Sims game. Why do you all not come in orange? This is mean. This will probably work, that's fine. I don't think I like the cat thing. That's like a little football. That's actually really cute. Okay, I'll put some of those there. Maybe we could get some sort of orange. Honestly, that actually looks kind of good. What do you think about that? I think I like that. Not a big fan of the couches. Oh, really? I'm not a big fan of this coffee table. So I think I want to try something different. How about a fish tank? No, no. No, no. Please, no, Kayla. There's some cute stuff from like the mosquito pack. Not my first pet stuff. I'm thinking like these magazines might be kind of nice. Did say we could get a fish earlier. Yeah, but where would I put it? Do you think my Sims can still get in there? I think so. Mosquito pack? Yeah, this is what I call the mosquito pack. That's not the technical term, but that's what I call it. So. It's not pronounced mosquito like the bug, but that's what I call it. Again, just to clarify. Technically, that's not the name. That's what I think the name should be, though. So. I want to look at like some of the parenthood stuff, because I sort of like how, I don't really want it to be messy, but I do kind of like the idea of like, I don't know. I guess maybe that little thing, like the little thingy for the, where am I looking? Why can I not find what I'm talking about? It's a clutter item. Decorations. This. I think this could be nice. Comes in a wood color. That's nice. Should I put it over here? I feel like that looks good. Next to the couch. This is a bland and boring, so we need to work on this wall now. Oh, you know what we could have done? I guess I don't have space for it now. Well, I could always, hold on. I've been kind of wary about putting stuff in front of these pipes, because I just know that like in game, they're gonna break and I'm gonna have to like get to them. And that's gonna be annoying to have to delete stuff, but I also know that it's kind of fun to have like decorations around them. So maybe I could put some stuff in front of the pipes and then we'll just delete it when the pipes break and like put it in the household inventory and then put it back. I don't know. If I find it exceptionally annoying, I'll get rid of it. Can my sim get to the sink with clothes there? Yeah, they should be able to. They have a lot of space. So, okay. Do you ever play the game or do I just build? We play the game a lot. I'm building right now for a household that I'm playing with. Maybe we do like half and half. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Do you see a high chair? Yeah, we're gonna use one for the, we're hoping to play with it with the baby update, so. We've got one placed. What if we got this siren light? Oh, this is cool. Oh. I don't know where to use that, but I like it. I don't know, maybe I'll just put like any light there. Behind TV I could do the base game long light. Oh, that's an idea. I don't like those. I think that's ugly. I'm gonna leave it for a second though. I think I'm gonna try and get some more like, we have all these little kit plants that I just think are so beautiful. So I kind of want to do what I did in the bedroom with the like alt placement of these. Is that the right spot? No, it needs to be over a little. Okay. But maybe I could place them in a way that like I can have, I don't know, a large number of plants. I don't know. Bagels, thanks for the raid. And Laura and Sierra, thank you for the subs as well. Maybe I'll scoot that over a tiny bit. I think that's kind of nice. Oh, maybe I should have done it on this side though. Because there's a, oh my God. Because there's like a plant right there. Okay. Are we bringing the gravestones here? No, so I've, look, I gotta be reasonable about this. I don't think that we'll be able to fit them. So my thought is that instead of bringing the gravestones here, maybe I'll bring like one of the gravestones here. And then I'll leave the other gravestones at home. And then once we, oh, I'll put this on the patio. We'll live here like we have to for our whole young adulthood. That's the rule, so we'll do it. And then once we age up and we're able to move back to like a big house again, I'll move to a big house again and I'll like bring my gravestones then and have them like in whatever next house we have. So we'll leave the graves at the family home, and I'll probably leave my siblings in there and stuff. I have some pictures of the graves that I might hang up. I took some. I'm not in the save right now, so I don't have the pictures, but take my word for it, I took some photos of the graves, and I'm gonna hang them on the wall. If I can stick them in the keepsakes box, that's an idea. Fire toilet? Yeah, like I'll bring things like my fire toilet and stuff. I'm not actually living here. I don't have I'm not in the right save right now, so I don't have like all my stuff that I'm gonna bring with me, but trust me, I'll bring all my stuff. Why I build another save? I don't know, I always build my stuff in another save just to be safe, and then I scoot it over, like download it and put it in the right save file. Just for, I don't know, I guess in case it like is glitchy or something, I don't really know. It also runs faster. My save is 16 generations in, so it's quite laggy these days. So it's a little bit more pleasant to build in a fresh save at times. I don't really like any of those. What do I think about this wallpaper? I can't tell. Yeah, the neighbors might not like it if they see my 200 graves. Can I continue the cream tile? Oh, the cream of the tile. I guess we could do a creamy color instead. The problem is the Parenthood wallpaper, let me show you. That swatch of it has like this dark baseboard, and I don't really want the dark baseboard. ugly, you know? Maybe if we had a wallpaper that had like, okay, ugly. But maybe if we had a wallpaper that had some crown molding. I don't think that's necessarily bad. It's kind of peachy toned. But that might be nice because it's kind of like a cream color. The pastel pop one. Oh, let me check that. Oh, that's very peachy. That's gonna be great for the peach gen. I don't think I'll use that in here though. I think that's better than the white. I like how it has some molding on top as well. Can I try dark behind the TV? Maybe. I don't really know. I'm struggling with this wall too. Let me get another light again. If I did the brick on the TV wall. I guess we could do that. I feel like the reason that I put it here is because in my head it's an exterior wall. And it like makes more sense. But I also don't know if I like how it looks when the brick just like ends. So I'd probably put it all the way up to the... I don't know. I don't know about that. I keep... Hold on, I need to put a light back because I keep like going back and forth on this and I don't have a ceiling light in here right now, so... Let's do that first. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, I don't think I will do a fancy light. I might just do a regular light. It was kind of cute. I thought it was like too much long. Because I had like the pendants here, the pendants there. I don't know. I could maybe use these pendants in the kitchen. They don't come in gold though, or in orange like the other ones do. I think that them matching is kind of fun, I guess. Maybe. Okay. Add columns to break up the wall colors. Yeah, normally I would, except I don't like how the column looks with my shelves. I guess we could do it, but doesn't it look weird with the shelf now? That's like not the vibes. Maybe it's built in. Yeah, I guess that's an idea. You actually think it looks good? You don't mind it? Okay. I wonder if we could do like some sort of orange pattern. Here we go. No, I don't think I could do that. Maybe we could try and do like, you know what? The sunset, honestly, kind of love it. Struggling with these aprons now on the sunset wall and kind of wishing that I had like something else here. Hey Bella, thank you for the raid. Oh my goodness, you caught us at a wonderful time. We're currently struggling to make an all orange apartment for my Not So Berry challenge. We're really, it's been a lot. It's been a lot. Welcome in. Could I put the aprons over here instead? Where would this food bowl go for the dog? See, so many questions that are unanswered right now. Oh yeah, the snowy escape column is thinner. You're right. Hold, please hold. That one might look better. Snowy escape, snowy escape. How is your stream, Bella? Welcome in. Yeah, that doesn't like clip as much. Okay, that's better. Okay. Well, that's kind of clipping, but I don't know if I care. What about a wall? I mean, we could do a wall, but I also kind of like it being, I don't know, do you like it being open? Yeah, the column that I had first was from Get Together. Oh, move the bookshelf and put the, oh, okay, wait. We could have the dog bowl instead of the plant. That might actually fit really well. Do you think that's too much? Dog bowl with a calendar above? I guess that's true. I think it fits. There's a lot of clutter happening in this apartment. I think the calendar is a little bit big. At least the cats and dogs one is. But maybe this one. Not the police swatch. That one's kind of orange though, which kind of works. Okay. I can scoot this a little bit closer. I like that. Okay. What else? Maybe we could put this little dog thing again, because I like that. Honestly, it's such a nice item. And then, where's the little candle that I had? Oh, I have one right there. I was gonna say I could put the candle here. No, maybe I shouldn't use the same candle twice right next to each other. Maybe I should not do that. We can put it, no, not that one either. Let's get some decorations. Let's think. Well, that looks silly. In fact, a lot of these things look silly in here. Does that come in? Oh, it comes in like a red color. Oh, the incense from Spa Day. That's fun. I never use that. I always forget about it. Is that under decorations? Yeah. I wonder if I could put it like... What do you think about that? Does it really... Ugh, that one looks weird. You don't fit there. Why is it doing this? Incense burns your whole Sims house down. Yeah, I know. This is kind of what I struggle with, right? Because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I am kind of a fan of fire in The Sims. But at the same time, I need to be a little bit careful. Maybe I could put the incense on like the coffee table. How about that? Because then I won't forget about it. I'll like know it's there, you know? That's probably for the best. Oh, I don't like that slot. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Okay. No. Okay. Yes. That will work. I like that. I think that's quite cute, to be honest. Okay. And then... Do you know what's starting to weird me out, guys? How is it that I've gotten so good at finishing a build in exactly 3 hours? It like doesn't matter what the build is. Somehow, oh, it's 7 o'clock and I'm like just about done. We have to do the balcony still, but like how is it the timing is just working out so well like that? Like, isn't that so weird? I guess it's just practice. I don't know. But like this is like a small apartment, but we'll do like a house still. I don't understand it. I don't know. This one shouldn't have taken me as long as it did, but unfortunately It's orange, so it's been throwing me off. Okay, this, I don't even want to talk about. We're gonna fix that once the infant update's out. We'll get to that. Okay, did anybody ever check to confirm if you can size this thing down? Because I don't think that we can, but did anybody like look into it? Because I'd be curious to know. People said it still works. Yeah, you've seen people do it? Okay, maybe we can size it down then. You can and it totally still works. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's fall, not what I want. Nancy's there, so playtest. Oh, I forgot I had a sim here. Oh yeah. I can test it myself. I was like, someone else has to check because I don't feel like getting a sim. Oh, I have one. She's been here the whole time. I don't know. I forgot. I forgot that she was here. That was why I was asking, because I forgot. Nancy. Oh, it's 3 a.m. Interesting. Oh. I think that the thingy, like, obviously she's not touching the handles. And the cupcakes are floating, but that's like the power of the Sims, you know? Yeah, so it still works. It just looks a little bit weird, but that doesn't bother me, to be honest. Okay, that's good. The magic of the Sims, right? She does match the apartment. She was like made for this. Where's the cat, Kayla? Oh, my cat in real life? We had a cat cam for a couple hours today on stream, but she has moved. She's left us. We were abandoned. I want some donuts, please. Maybe I'll leave the cupcakes here. Oh yeah, it still works. Okay, that's good. That's good. Is there anything orange? I'm like, is there any sort of orange items that might look nice? Like, if we had, oh, wait. Oh, we should use that. I want to get into cross-stitching. I'm going to make sure my sim has, like, cross-stitching and knitting in their inventory. But yeah, I'm kind of wondering if I should do, like, a... Do you know what could be so fun? Hold on. This might really be good. I might be onto something. Why knitting? Just because I want to. Just because I like it. Let's see. From Eco Lifestyle, I want to make like a little fake trellis. Okay? Okay, listen, hear me out. Medium wall height. And we can put some like plants on the wall on this. Just imagine how good that would look. Do I want to do it with white? Or should I paint it black? Or should it be brown? Maybe it should be brown. Like the wood. Yeah, I think we'll do brown, or like the wood. I mean like the brick. And then we can put some of these little wall plants in it. See, I feel like that's actually really nice. And this is really gonna help with us feeling like it's... Oh, I guess in hindsight, we also could have just done this. Wait. This might look better, to be honest, because it's pre-made. I've done this before, too, where I've put, like... We could even use 3 of them. Yeah, listen, unfortunately, the game is better than us. I kind of like that. You love my idea, though? Yeah, it's fun, but I feel like for this purpose, this might be nicer. Can I size down the cupcake machine? I want to know if it works. It is sized down. It might not look like it's sized down because it's still enormous. It is sized down. And we did test it. It does work. But yeah, believe it or not, this is the full size. That is sized down. I can see why you might think that it's not, but it is. It's enormous. Yeah, it was sized down. That's really funny that you said that. Okay, do you know what we could do? You know that little base game couch? The one that I'm thinking of is this one, because it has like some cute orange pillows on it. And then maybe we could put like, I don't know, maybe there could be a candle or something. We have a little orange candle. Okay. Should I do like a table? Like an outdoor table? I think that when we have the pack and stuff, I think that I'm gonna want to, oh, that's kind of cute actually, those chairs. Once we have the pack and stuff, I think that I'm gonna want to like put maybe a card table or something. Like I think I might want to use some of those items out here. Add the orange grill. Oh, that could be nice. Oh yeah, because what we really need is to have a grill. Oh, it's like yellow. This one's kind of orange, but that doesn't really match the chairs. More fire hazard, yay. Yeah, that's true. If we add this grill, they're just gonna start a fire. This one's in the Spice District, Katniss. This is, you'll see it's the only apartment in the Spice District that has a balcony, so. Most apartments can't have grills. Yeah, but it's The Sims, so we can do whatever we want. That's the magic of The Sims 4. Well, we can't do whatever we want, but we can do a lot of things. Oh, this is gonna be so nice for the Peach Gen. I'm gonna use that in a couple generations from now, just you wait. Same with those chairs, but I might use them now because I actually kind of like them. Most apartments wouldn't allow that cupcake machine either. Yeah, and I can't imagine why. What else do you think we should put? I'm trying to think like logically about what would be useful for us. Obviously, I always put chess tables, but... Oh, I can put this out here. Maybe I'll get a balcony. Or, it is a balcony. Maybe I'll get a telescope. We don't really need the logic skill though, do we? Let me think about some more plants. Will it work there? I think the fact that it's letting me place it is a good sign. Toddler slide. Oh, you know what? We could put like some focus on items for the kids. I don't know if we can use that. This toddler slide is really, really cutting it, but maybe I could use this toddler slide. Cause, oops, that might be kind of nice for like gameplay purposes. I don't really like the color of it, but okay. I think maybe if we got a little like, maybe I'll use this table instead. Can they use it with the toddler slide? Yeah, there's plenty of space for this. Change it to the brown swatches. We have, I guess the black and brown one probably works better. Yeah, that's fine. That's kind of cute. I do like this item. Maybe I'll put that up there. We need to do some alt placing again as well, because my stuff in the bedroom, I have to replace it because it wasn't done. Or it deleted itself. You've been so scared to use the telescope because you're scared of your sim dying? Hey, listen, honest, the chances of it happening to you are really slim. Like your sim almost definitely won't die from the telescope. It's really rare. And you actually have time to get back inside. Like if it does start happening, it'll warn you. Like, oh no, there's something flying towards me from the sky, and then you can run inside. It happened to me, honest, the first time I ever used the telescope, the first time I tried. Like, not exaggerating. It happened to me the first time I ever used the telescope, which I realized might scare you a little bit, but I haven't had it happen to me since. So perhaps that was just like really unfortunate luck, but it was actually good luck for that particular day because I was trying to film a video about the update. So you can die using the telescope. How do you die from a telescope? Well, basically you're standing there and then a meteor flies out of the sky and crushes you. So, absolutely not kidding about that. That's a real thing that they added into the game. So, that's how it works, in case you were curious. What about this tiny snail? Can I put that in here? I kind of like it. That's based on a real thing they have for real at EA. Which is kind of a cute story to know. There's like a real life statue on their studios. So cute. I actually like that. Okay, maybe I'll leave this here for now. And then we'll finish it when we have the update. So that way we can like put the cribs in and stuff. Thought you meant the meteor death was based on a real EA story? Oh my god, no. As far as I'm aware, nobody has been crushed by a meteor at EA. I'm pretty sure that's never happened. The snail, though, they have one of those. Okay. Well, I think on that note, I'm gonna go and find somebody to raid. Again, thank you all for hanging out tonight. We'll finish this build when the update and pack are out, so we can put like all the baby stuff in and actually play with it. Now, before we go, we gotta chat about the next couple of days, okay? So, on Monday, I'm allowed to show you my early access content from the pack. I'm not gonna have early access anymore. It's like a temporary, everybody has it for a little, not everybody, but some people that have early access have it for a little bit of time, just a few days. And then we lose access and then we can share our footage. So on Monday, I can share footage from the pack. So I'm gonna show you guys like all the things that I've been recording. And then I'll be able to talk about it. I can answer all your questions. So Monday is gonna be like big pack day. I can also post videos on it on YouTube and stuff starting on Monday. So we'll do that on Monday. Then Tuesday is the baby update. So I'll make a video on it and then go live like as soon as I'm done with the video so that we can play with the baby update. Wednesday, I guess we could probably fix this build. I'll stream at the regular time Wednesday instead of in the morning, and we'll probably play with the baby update some more. And then on Thursday, the pack comes out. So we'll play with the pack on Thursday, which will be really fun. Isn't it called the infant update? Technically, yeah. But the Sims community's been asking for a baby update for like 8 years. So they can call them infants all they want. This is the baby update. We've been begging for a baby update. This is the baby update. But yeah, then we'll probably play the pack like all weekend and stuff too. So that'll be the plan. So I'm not going to be live tomorrow. I don't stream on Sundays, but I will be live on Monday. Anyway, tomorrow I'm very busy, if you know what I mean. I'm going to be very busy tomorrow. So I'll see you on Monday with the early access footage. But anyway, that's the plan. So I'm really, really excited. Good luck with tomorrow. Thank you. I've been working. I've played so many hours of Sims the past few days. You have no idea. I've been playing Sims since probably like 8 o'clock this morning. It's now 7 o'clock at night. I'm thriving. I'm a gamer. I woke up, I came straight up here, and I've been gaming. Anyway, what's tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow I'm gonna be very busy playing The Sims. And then on Monday, I can show you my early access footage of the new pack. If you understand what I'm trying to say. If you know what I mean, I'm gonna be very busy tomorrow. And then on Monday, I can show you the early access footage. If you get what I mean. Okay, let's go find someone to raid. Let me pull up my thingy. Yeah, I'm gonna be cleaning tomorrow. Sure, yeah, actually. Okay, I think that it might be fun to go and say hi to, how about, oh, I know what to do. My friend Zeph is doing an uncapped subathon, as in every time someone subscribes, it adds time to the clock. I'm gonna actually show you this so you can see just how much time Zeph's been live. Don't worry, she does like take breaks to sleep, but she leaves the stream running. Zeph has literally streamed for so many hours. Her most recent broadcast, currently 30 hours, 47, 48 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours. Oh my God, she's been live so much. And she still has, if I go to her stream, 560 hours left. She's been live for like 11 days straight. It's day 11, so I think we should go say hi to Zeph. It's amazing. It's actually amazing. But now's a good time for the Sims pack to be coming out, to be honest. So, and you know what else? It looks like this part of her stream is sponsored. Okay, well, let's go support our friend, I think. I think she's building something, an eco lifestyle, which sounds like kind of fun. So we'll go over and say hello. I'm sure a lot of you might remember Zeph because we play Among Us together, so you might recognize her from Among Us. So let's go over and say hi. Also, Sheila and Poke and Kellen and TG and Cinnabuns and Rachel. Thank you all for the subs and stuff, everybody. And I'll see you on Monday. Monday's gonna be big because we got early access content to talk about. So Monday will be super fun. But anyway, have a great rest of your night. Happy Sunday tomorrow, everybody. Many hours of joyous simming to you. I wish you the greatest time this week. Although I think this weekend, a lot of you are probably like, I don't even want to play. I just want the baby update. As evidenced by today with us pretending that we had the baby update. I'm talking too much. The raid's gonna start. I'll see you all on Monday, okay? Love you. Okay, goodbye.